Good evening.
Grab yourself a beer. Grab yourself some grub. Sit down with us at the virtual pub.
Wow.
We've only got the
joining
us, guys. Yeah,
I know. Yeah. Who gave him a night off?
I know.
Doesn't deserve it.
No. There's nothing for this pub.
How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, what's going on, people? Nice one. They're all piling in. Thanks for joining us. What's let's not delve too deep into tonight yet. Let's just talk about our days for a minute. What do you have for dinner, Luca?
Oh yeah, it was a bit of a dinner off, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're all comparing dinners tonight. What did I have? I had roast loin of pork. It was mint. It was damn good.
Well, sound like pork as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, Leanne's not very well, so I had to try and cheer her up, but she ain't got the virus. It's all good. No one's dying yet.
Yes. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. Yeah. So, I cooked a veggie curry. It was lovely too.
Check you
I
out.
cooked some cauliflower rice. Yeah, really nice. Yeah.
Cauliflower rice.
Yeah.
What, as in rice made out of cauliflower?
No. Exactly that. Yeah. Cook the cauliflower,
nice.
And then I think you're supposed to use a food mixer to blitz it, but I've had to resort to a cheese grater. But it still worked, and I've still got all my fingers. So.
Oh, you're normally vegetarian, Nick?
Huh?
Are you normally vegetarian?
No. Just trying some new stuff. Trying some things, yeah.
Why not, with all this time in the world?
That's it.
I'm getting blinded.
Welcome to the virtual pub. Nice to have you all back. We got the awesome Damon Tang in tonight from a band called Acoda. Damon is super talented individual, and obviously as a band, Acoda are incredible. So fully buzzing. They're an old friend of mine and Sam's. We played with them before, Miss Square.
Yeah, we must have.
I think so.
Somewhere along. They played the 27 Club, didn't they? That's. I think that's where we mainly know them from.
That was
but
it.
Presumably we've played with them before at some point as well. Damon's got a better mustache than you, Luca.
Yeah, I noticed that earlier. You'll all have to see it when he comes on in a bit, but his mustache is way more pronounced.
Yeah, it's a bit more established. It's probably had some more time behind it. You'll get less
fresh.
Like
you'll be all right.
Camp cop.
So, what did give us a shout in the comments.
Member of the YMCA.
Give us a shout in the comments if you're joining us, so we can see a few of you pouring in now. I know there's a lot of people keen to see the set tonight, so if you're looking forward to it, sling us some emojis in the comments. Let's see you lot coming in.
Sling us some emojis.
Sling us some emojis.
Do that. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing the set. I've just been introduced to these guys, so it'd be nice to see Damon's set for sure. Is he doing? I was going to ask a question that we'll ask him instead. Go on.
I was just going to say you sounded great in Soundcheck. Amazing.
Yeah,
really
I had
good.
I jumped in on that. It was good.
Wait, big up Tweed inside.
Tweed's got a pretty good mustache. He's going to have to come on. He's going to have to come on and prove it, isn't he?
Are we up against the government or something right now? Because it's a little bit slow. People joining us tonight.
I'm not sure.
Maybe it's the Tash.
Yeah, it's scaring people away.
I'm not down for that anymore. It's got CD.
Fellas, did you see the stats earlier?
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, 4,000.
Yeah, we just hit 4,000 likes on Facebook. I reckon my prediction of 10k by the end of April might be generous. I reckon we might do it. Well, it's 30th of March today. I reckon I'd like to revise my initial prediction and make it mid. I've just seen a comment come in, so it's obviously out there about Coops. Even though just Harry Masden knows it. Nice one for joining us, Gaz. Nice to have you here. Big up Nick Potter. Thanks for joining us. Give us a shout in the comments if you're joining us. Let us know where you're tuned in from. Let us know how your day's been. Let us know how isolation's treating you.
Let us know if you joined in with the Zumba.
Yeah, saw a few pictures of sweaty people getting involved with that.
I never realised Zumba was that intense, man. I thought she was gonna knock all the furniture.
Yeah, just
wild.
But no, it was full on. Yeah, thanks again to Leanne for jumping on with that. That was great.
Loads of people enjoyed it, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, seen a lot of sweaty, red-faced people saying they enjoyed it. It was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Good job I
feedback
didn't
for that
join in. I would have looked ridiculous with a sweaty face and a moustache like this. I can only imagine.
I wouldn't be here now if I'd got involved in that.
It looks slightly wrong and slightly dark, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be right. I completely forgot about it this morning. Went for a cigarette. Don't condone smoking, but I smoke. And it was freezing. And I FaceTimed Charlie, and I was like, "Oh my god, what did I do?"
One of those things that you're only reminded of when you get cold or you look in a mirror.
Yeah.
And then you realise what on earth you've done to yourself. No, I think it looks good. I love the mustache.
I like
Luca's mustache. Give us a shout in the comments if you're enjoying Luca's mustache. It's worth mentioning we are now streaming on Facebook. YouTube live as well. So if you know anyone that wants to get involved and watch the show but doesn't have Facebook, which seems to be quite a few people these days, here's the YouTube link. Feel free to spam it round for us, and anyone who's not on Facebook can get involved with the show.
Yeah,
there's still comments on there and everything, and we get the comments all through in one place. So yeah, if you're a non-Facebook user for whatever reason, then yeah, there you go. There's the YouTube link. We've had a few people messaging us on Instagram asking for the YouTube link. So there it is. 9 days in now, fellas. How exciting is that?
Very. Yeah, we survived the first week, and there's 4,000 people getting involved.
Yeah, that's mental.
That is
mind
mental.
blowing.
Yeah, crazy. Way surpassed our expectations, as we've kind of said from the start. When we hit 100, like
yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, we was in the Sun today as well.
Yeah. Oh, the Sun newspaper.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was Tom Chapman.
Yeah, Tom Chapman, who we had on last night for our mental health chat, mentioned us in the Sun newspaper and I believe Mental Health magazine. That's coming up soon as well. So big up Tom Chapman for getting the word out there for us. I think he's a fan of the platform. He kind of believes in what we're doing here, and he's been really supportive so far. So big up Tom Chapman, and obviously thanks to Tom for coming on last night as well. It was an incredible conversation and a really important conversation as well. So we enjoyed having him on. I think he enjoyed being on the show. So hopefully we'll have him back soon at some point to have a catch up, see what other royals he's met in the last couple of weeks.
I ordered one of his t-shirts today from the Lions Barber Collective.
Did you get it on the show?
I've literally just ordered it, but when it gets here, will be. You look like the Pringle bloke, Luca, says Jack.
He does a bit.
He does. Yeah, he does a little. Lucas Tash has my approval. Agreed, Damon. Backstage, look.
Lucas Tash is the new Sharpie's brick wall, isn't it? This is the new feature of the show. The people's favourite.
Still there, though.
Yeah, it's a strong Tash.
I don't know. It looks like bum fluff compared to my mate Damon.
It's only going to get stronger, though. That's the thing. My bricks they've peaked.
Evening, Carl. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to everyone giving us a shout in the comments. Let us know in the comments where you tuned in from. We'd love to hear where you are in the world. Keep us informed. We like hearing when people are tuning in from abroad. It makes us feel like we're global superstars. So if you're tuning in from afar or near, give us a shout and let us know where you're tuning in from. It's worth mentioning another time we've got this Thursday, we are launching our new show, which is called This Pub's Got Talent. Obvious where we've ripped the name off from, but there's going to be no original big red crosses in this one. Nobody's going to be getting kicked off. It's an open talent show for anybody who hasn't got a set of anything kind of more than 15-20 minutes. If you do want to come on the platform, this is a really good opportunity for you to get involved and for us to see kind of what you do, what you get up to. It's completely open. You don't have to be a musician. You could be a comedian, a magician, or any other kind of weird and wonderful talent that you might have. So if you feel like it might suit you, if you feel like it's something that you'd like to get involved with, then please do give us a shout on the Facebook page. If you mention the word booking in your inquiry, then it will fire you back a Google form that you can fill in. And then you fill in that form, come straight through to Luca, who does all the bookings, and we'll get you booked in for Thursday. Alternatively, if you have got longer than 15-20 minutes and you want to get involved with the show and you want to do a full show, then by all means give us a shout on the same method and we'll get you involved for a full show. Definitely. We've said, buddy, on this. I would really, really, really like a magician.
I was just going to say, magicians would be brilliant.
Like, pull the rabbit out of the hat. Not very vegan, but still sick.
Laugh.
That's his new mustache laugh.
It goes hand in hand. It came free with it. I'd love a magician or a comedian as well. I think comedians will have the same sort of issue that the musicians have. Like they finish a song and wait for the applause, and they just remember that they're in their bedroom by themselves or wherever they are. So
pulling jokes to themselves in the mirror.
Yeah, just trying
That's how it all starts, though, right? Isn't it?
I guess so.
I mean, how do you become a comedian?
Open mic nights. What you do is you sign up to This Pub's Got Talent. Everybody loves you, and then you get a full show on a Saturday night. You play in front of 4,000 people on the virtual pub, and then that's it. You're a superstar. Big up, Max. For joining us. Nice one for tuning in, Max. Lovely to have you here finally.
I'm Ross Hester. Hello, mate. I'm sorry. Yeah, hello. Then it's been a while. Nice to see you on board.
We had a little comment down here saying when am I doing another cooking masterclass? That's where Charlie is. He's cooking the pasta dish that I did last Wednesday. I think my slot is. I'm undecided of what to do on Wednesday, so give me some suggestions. There's a couple of things up in my brain, but let me know what you want to learn. Let me know what you want, and I'll give it you.
I want bread. I tried to make bread the other day, and it was pure cakey inside, literally. So
looked good though. It did look the part, son.
It looked all right for Instagram, but it didn't do that well for my belly. It was quite dense. I might have rather been eating concrete for what it was worth.
I almost feel like after the last couple of days, we've had a couple of really positive masterclass sessions, and everyone's saying like about your routine and the first thing you do in the morning. So it got me thinking about breakfast.
Okay,
so maybe some crumpets. Everybody loves crumpets. No one knows how to make them.
How
Decent
do you make
pancakes?
A crumpet's easy to make.
Yeah, so easy. They take half an hour.
How do you get that texture in the top, like the?
You cook it in a pan.
The holes.
Cook it in a pan, just one-sided, and finish it in the oven or under the grill. You get all the little holes. Yeah,
Jacket potato, Max says.
It'll
be a short masterclass. Bang the oven on, stick a spud in there.
Nah, in the microwave.
Oh, Paradino. How dare you?
A bit of beans, loads of butter. Who cares? Get on with your day.
Right, guys. So tonight's guest, like we said earlier, if you just joined us, it's a guy called Damon Tang. He plays in a band called Acoda, who Luca and I know from back in the day. And yeah, they were always incredible then. The newest tune that they've dropped is super incredible. The drum mix on it's ridiculous. For you sound kind of gurus out there, check out that one. It's incredible. Big up Gav joining us on the omelette masterclass selection.
It's a good shout. It's hard to make a good omelette.
Yeah, isn't there a thing of like it's the mark of a true chef, like how you make an omelette?
Well, I'm not bragging, but I used to work in Dartmouth, and Jamiroquai, just drop a little name there, used to come in every day for my omelettes.
Yeah,
really.
Legend. Yeah, nice. Does that mean you can get him on the show?
No.
Right. Just do a masterclass about omelettes instead then.
Yeah.
Oh, croissants is another good shout. Big up Rob for the comment. Yeah, that's
croissants.
A good
wow. If the stream will let us do like 9 hours of streaming, then it's fine by me.
Well, does it take ages to do croissants?
Yeah, ages.
Okay.
And if you get one step wrong, it's time wasted.
Start again.
So I'm trying to stay away from stuff that's. I want to do masterclasses on stuff that everyone can do, and then at the end of it, you feel really like uplifted by it all. If that makes any sense, like it's always a success. It's hard to get wrong.
Yeah,
very easy to achieve.
And also stuff that's accessible while people are maybe doing slightly less shopping than normal, and then we can kind of got a little bit less food around than normal.
And you don't want to go wasting food.
No, exactly.
That's
why the pasta was great. Literally flour, water. That was it, wasn't it? Flour and water.
Yeah, and then for the sauce, it was a bit of olive oil, some garlic, and some tomatoes. And if you ain't vegan, a load of cheese.
Yeah, nice.
Just cheese rolls.
Guys, it's that time. Should we bring in our guest for the evening? Say hello to Damon. Damon, if you're ready, just give us a little thumbs up. We're going to bring you in. And another couple of comments coming in. Here we go. Man like Damon. How you doing, man?
Hello.
Hello.
Very well, thank you.
Welcome to the virtual pub, Damon.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, man.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We're super excited, me and Luca in particular, because we obviously know about Acoda and the projects that you've been in the past. So yeah, we're super excited to have you on. So thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, man, it's cool. It's cool that we meet up again all these years afterwards.
Yeah. That's what's really nice, isn't it? Yeah,
we've about a decade, right?
Yeah. Damn, it's
probably nearly about that. Yeah, it's crazy.
It literally is since the club was open. Anyway, yeah, that was a decade ago, or 9 years or so. Yeah, it's bonkers. We've caught up with a few people from kind of back in the day that we met through the music scene. We had Andrew Convey on the other day from Burn the Fleet. That was
I saw that. Yeah,
that was cool to catch up with him. It was obviously awesome to have him on the show, but literally haven't spoken to him since we played with him all those years ago. So we're finding that we're sort of catching up with people from back in the day more now than I suppose we would have done if the whole virus thing hadn't happened. So in a way, it is kind of drawing people together. I suppose it's good fun to catch up with people. How's isolation treating you? Are you isolated alone? Are you with family, missus? I'm
isolated with my girlfriend we're in our flat, just
Sweet.
trying not to go outside, basically.
What'd you get up to, Damon?
Yeah.
All that time on your hands.
I wish I could say I was doing more music, to be honest, mate, but I
Yeah,
don't really
it's
know.
tough.
To be honest. The days just blend into one. And I've played a lot of Football Manager.
Oh yeah, Champ Manager, man.
I think that's what's happened to my days. I'm just swamped in emails and transfers.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing press for my virtual football team. Leave me to it. Have you been in isolation kind of around the same time as everybody else has then? Or did you kind of go in early or?
Pretty much the same time, man. Really, like the first day I was isolating was probably, I think it was the first night you guys started this. It was
Friday when the pub shut and our one opened.
Pub shut.
Yeah. I basically I said to my boss at work, I was like, look, it's going to kick off. I'm going to take the next 2 weeks off and just see what happens. And now it looks like it's going to be, a lot longer than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It sounds like you made the right call.
Yeah. It looks like it. I mean, to be fair, he said he sent all the workers home on the Monday anyway. So all I had was an extra day off. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been interesting. The first week anyway.
We sort of said the first week felt like the Christmas holiday, and then there was a couple of days where it felt like that weird time between Christmas and New Year where nobody knows what day it is. But now I feel like we've kind of gone past the New Year equivalent, and it's kind of we're in this weird sort of purgatory now where everyone's kind of going, okay, this is the new normal now. This is what life is like now. We just live in our houses and don't leave. It's pretty strange times, isn't it?
Obviously, it is surreal.
We've had loads of conversations as well, like in like before we even. Well, about a couple of days ago, we were like, "What is going to be normal from now on? Like, will the world be the same?"
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know if it can go back to the way it was.
Yeah, surely not.
Like the way it's set up now, with the government's putting out a lot of money for self-employed people as well as everyone else to just survive on. Does it usher in a new era of like enhanced universal credit?
Yeah,
where everyone's
quite possibly.
It's hard to predict what's going to happen because no one knows.
No, it'd be nice to think that all the sort of positives that are coming out of this will move forward into just everyday life as well. I know a lot of companies and things are having to think really hard and think outside the box and be quite innovative in the way that they can still produce or make a living, and that might just be an additional thing that they offer then, and then they'll be more efficient, better off moving forwards. Maybe it might be that these improvements or changes come in and as a permanent thing. But
yeah, totally.
Just reading the comments here. Sorry.
Sharpie looks like he's on Sky Sports doing on-pitch football commentary.
You need one of those microphones that you hold like right up here.
Oh, I'm not going to move that because it'll all go wrong. But yeah.
If you touch your microphone, your laptop will crash.
I just try not to touch anything. It's been set up and not moved for 3 days and it's worked. So I'm just keeping it like that.
Yeah, nice. So, Damon, in terms of the music stuff that you got going on at the moment, are you doing kind of live shows online? Are you, outside of this one, is that something that you're looking at doing or that you have been doing?
I hadn't thought about it, to be honest. And then, Luca messaged me and I thought, oh, maybe, we'll see how tonight goes. Maybe I'll think about doing it more often.
Yeah, cool.
Nice. You totally should as well, man. I think the mad thing is when all this happened is because we're friends with loads of musicians, obviously, and everyone was like, "Oh no, I've lost my job. The music industry is like on its ass." And I think that is one way of thinking about it. But if musicians weren't to perform for months on end, there'd be like a hole missing in their lives, as to speak. So to have an online platform and still be able to play music for everyone to enjoy, I think it's an incredible thing. And obviously, thanks for joining us tonight as well.
Yeah,
really appreciate it.
My pleasure, man. Yeah, it's I think, certainly if this carries on for the next 3, 6, 12 months, who knows? Then this is the only way that musicians are going to be able to play shows. So
yeah, man.
I guess it makes sense to get in there early, right?
Yeah, I think timeline wise, we hit it pretty much bang on, like we said earlier. We hit the day that the pubs closed was the day that we launched. So it's one of the reasons we've been really strict on the whole no covers thing and getting our license set up for our second platform, the virtual club, is that we got hit really early on with a few warnings from Facebook, and I think we've had 7. You're only supposed to have 5, so we're literally on our last legs with it. But yeah, one of the reasons we desperately don't want to lose the Facebook page is obviously the timeline that we hit. We're never again in history now going to be able to open this platform on the day that all the pubs close, and the timeline, the wave that we've ridden throughout this is never coming back again. So yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why we've had to be so hot up and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's been interesting journey going from kind of starting it off with a kind of drunken conversation between us and all our friends on the night that the pubs closed, and then now we're sort of ended up with
it's definitely got out of hand.
Yeah, it's gone way over our heads now. We're deep, way too deep.
Right, just checking on a couple of things this end, but I think we're not far off being able to go into the set, to be honest.
Gant Garden says can't beat a bit of Tang time.
Oh, nice.
Very
nice. Thanks for everyone that's joining us from Damon's crowd as well. If there's Acoda fans joining us, be sure to like the page, of course. But thanks very much for joining us. I think we're pretty much ready to hand over to the set. Unless any of you guys got any more questions pre the set for Damon, I think we can crack on.
No,
all good, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, Damon. We're gonna drop ourselves out of the feed. We'll just be here backstage. If anything goes wrong, just wave and shout, and we'll be here. But other than that, guys that are in the comments, show us loads of these emojis, show us loads of these emojis, these ones, and boys in the feed. Let's make some noise. It's Damon.
Yeah, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Wow. Okay. Live stream number 1, then I guess. This song's called More Than This. Thanks for tuning in. Will there ever be a day, one where we take it all away? Leave them where they kept us, discreet, this want, this need for more. The selfish world is killing us. Discreet, this want, this need for more. The selfish world is killing us. There's got to be more than this. Don't you sense the abyss? It's like trying not to scratch the edge. I know it's there, not what it is. Can't put my finger on it. Will this ever go away? This ongoing internal decay, is it inevitable? This greed, this want, this need for more. The selfish world is killing us. This greed, this want, this need for more. The selfish world is killing us. There's got to be more than this. Don't you sense the abyss? It's like trying not to scratch the edge. I know it's there, not what it is. Can't put my finger on it. Time will realize we had it all so wrong. By then we'll be too far gone. Oh, I don't know.
got to be more than this. Don't you sense the abyss? It's like trying not to scratch the edge. I know it's not what it is. Can't put my finger on it. Can't put my finger on it. No. Woo. Okay. There's no audible clapping, but I can see claps. That's nice. Thank you. Yeah, the mic was a bit hot there, wasn't it? So I've turned the mic down a bit. So hopefully it'll be all right now. Anyone else on the beers out there? It's Monday, but do days exist anymore? I don't really know, to be honest. So this next song is an Acoda song for anyone out there who knows. The song is called Ready or Not. We put this out in September last year. Not really into that, the way you refuse to do things that will make you feel much better, man. Maybe it's all an act, got something to prove to you, not going to make you feel much better, man. The truth at last, turn around, still got the nerve to ask whether or not we deserve this. Need to refill the flask, I'm sure you approve to you. Trust me, I've got the best of plans. And we dance 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 and we oh how did we get home? The truth at last, turn around, so got the nerve to ask whether or not we deserve this. Stick to the task, maybe one day have no need to ask ready or not. It's absurd if you never even try. You never even try. You never even try. Never even try. Truth last, turn around, still got the nerve to ask whether or not we deserve this. Stick to the task, maybe one day have no need to ask ready or not. It's absurd if you never even try.
Thank you, everyone that's tuned in. This is a new experience for me. If it isn't for you already, you know, it's quite different to playing an actual gig, but also fun playing songs. You know, yeah, cool. This next song I'm going to play is off my solo EP that I put out last summer. This is the last track off that. It's called Unspoken Attraction. Yeah, I hope you like it. Saw behind your eyes the thinly veiled skies. I knew right there and then this was the start of the end. Unspoken attraction. I'll feed off your actions and move accordingly. A fear of devotion, but the wheels are in motion. I'll see where this takes me. It took me by surprise. Still, after all this time, I knew then and then. Both too scared to play this game. Unspoken attraction. Feed off your actions and move accordingly. A fear of devotion, but the wheels are in motion. I'll see where this takes me. Read between the lines. Only then will I find that you were playing all along. I couldn't have been more wrong. Unspoken attraction. Feed off your actions and move accordingly. A fear of devotion, but the wheels are in motion. I'll see where this takes me. Through numerous distractions, the wheels have lost their traction. We'll both be on our knees. But as long as things are mutual, we can rectify the future. I'll bandage if you please. Oops. I'm getting some real claps from upstairs. My girlfriend is clapping, which is very nice. Also, I can also hear my neighbors, which happen to be my girlfriend's sister and her boyfriend upstairs. Very nice. I've just poured the worst beer of my life. Apologies to myself. Get the state of that. Cool. So if you like that one, the next song I'm going to play is off that same EP, my debut solo one. Excuse me. This is the title track of that EP. It's called I've Got Gas from Drinking Beer Too Fast. Didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did. Amazing. Right, this song's called Dreaming of Yesterday.
Last year was such a haze. I was dreaming away, dreaming of yesterday. Tomorrow's looking brighter. If embers stoke a fire, the weight is fueling my desire. Although these days my head is in disarray, no, I won't be dreaming of yesterday. 'Cause if I am the one who chose to walk away, why would I be dreaming of yesterday? So from now on, I'll make sure to make way for the new wave, bracing for brighter days. And yet sometimes wanna be there, rewind, taste the air. No, I'll never be prepared. 'Cause although these days my head is in disarray, no, I won't be dreaming of yesterday. 'Cause if I'm the one who chose to walk away, why would I be dreaming of yesterday? Although these days my head is in disarray, no, I won't be dreaming of yesterday. 'Cause if I am the one who chose to walk away, why would I be dreaming of yesterday? Why would I be dreaming of yesterday? Why am I still dreaming of yesterday?
Thank you. Grant, I couldn't help but laugh during that song with Want a Flake in That Love. Jesus, man. It is a bit creamy, I must say. Sound. Yes, everyone. Andres, I'm sorry I can't send you any beers. They're all for me. What can I say? Beth, thank you for the virtual claps. And also, you know, the real life claps. Yes, Stewie, nice to have you. Alrighty. We've got a lot of people in here. Okay, cool. The head's gone down at least. That's something, eh? This next one's from Acoda's first album, if anyone knows that. Yours to Defend. It came out in 2013, I believe. Long time ago now. This song is called Dawes Heath.
I miss that place. I still dream about it. It feels like a lifetime ago. Change is the only constant. It has been said before. I had wide-eyed curiosity, wasn't afraid to wish for more. As we get older, we learn to live without. Look at how we've changed. We all grew up so fast. Ain't it strange how time has passed? I still hold potential the younger me would see. We still hold potential. When did we stop chasing dreams? Look at how we've changed. We all grew up so fast. Ain't it strange how time has passed? It seems like we forgot our own lives to plan out. It seems like we've forgotten how to dismiss our own doubts. Look at how we've changed. We all grew up so fast. Ain't it strange how time has passed? Oh, look at how we've changed. We all grew up so fast. Ain't it strange how time has passed?
Alrighty, cool. Yes, Carl. Tune. Carrie Ann, nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you very much, Tom. Lovely, lovely, love it. Okay, I must say at this point in time, it's starting to feel like it's just a normal gig. Like I'm a bit sweaty, you know, the songs have gone way too fast. I've only got 2 left. I don't know what's happened. So yeah, I am enjoying myself. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves too on this Monday night, or you know, whatever we're going to call it from now on, because do Mondays mean anything anymore? Sorry everyone that's working from home. obviously a Monday is still a Monday. This is another Acoda song from our second album, our last album, Truth Seeker, which we put out 5 years ago now, that's pretty crazy when I think about it. 5 years, wow. The hits start coming, again. I'll be there when the hits start coming. So I box myself right up again. Man, I need some rest. Done with jumping through the hoops. I passed your so-called test. Even though it's rough, you know, I'll be there when the hits start coming. The hits start coming. The hits start coming again. I'll be there when the hits start coming. I won't go running. I won't go running again. Today I found the guts to prove what I thought all along. I'll scratch your back, you stab mine, and yet I still toe the line. And even though it's rough, you know, I'll be there when the hits start coming. The hits start coming. The hits start coming again. I'll be there when the hits start coming. I won't go running. I won't go running again. I'll scratch your back, you stab mine. I'll stab your back, you stab mine. Even though it's rough, I hope you'll be there when the hits start coming. The hits start coming. The hits start coming again. You'll be there when the hits start coming. You won't go running. You won't go running again. You'll be there when the hits start coming. The hits start coming. The hits start coming again. You'll be there when the hits start coming. You won't go running. You won't go running again. Won't go running again. You won't go running again. Woo! Jesus, I'm sweaty. Little fuck up here and there. Whoops a daisy. I can't believe how fast this has gone. It's it's pretty surreal that I'm already on to my last song. But it is almost 9 o'clock, so that kind of makes sense, you know. But time flies when you're having fun. Hope you guys have had fun as well. I am Damon Tang of Acoda. If you've enjoyed my set, please check out Acoda on Spotify and whatevers and stuff, and check out my solo EP on Spotify and whatnot as well. Yes, Crooks, the beers were getting to me at the end there, taking their toll. The lightweight that I am. Okay, this is my last song. Yeah, sorry, Laura, last song. I haven't actually prepared anymore, so that's all I've got. Sorry. Cheers, Grant. No one's got wet wipes, mate. They're sold out everywhere. This song's called Carson Cole. Thank you very much.
Just where did it go wrong? Everything seemed alright. Can it simply be all gone? No. And why is it not worth the fight this time? Subconsciously, I think I pushed you away to find me. Maybe I'm callous and cold, but I find that hard, so hard to swallow. I'm not all I can be. Even if I don't know what that is. I know what I am not. No. And I guess it always comes to this. Subconsciously, I think I pushed you away to find me. Maybe I'm callous and cold, but I find that hard, so hard to swallow. Maybe I'm callous and cold, but it's so hard to swallow. In time you'll see I am not blind to how you shaped me, but you were callous and cold. Dealt the cards in my hand, I will fold. Subconsciously, I think I pushed you away to find me. Maybe I'm callous and cold, but I find that hard, so hard to swallow.
Wait.
Dude, that was awesome.
Cheers, man. Wow.
So good.
Yeah, it was really cool hearing the Acoda tunes with that setup, man. I really enjoyed it. So I know a few of the tunes anyway, so like hearing them kind of stripped back like that was awesome.
Cool. Yeah. It's certainly different to Acoda, that's for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How do you go about writing your songs, Damon? Is it mainly you, or do you all have the same role?
Well,
Do you start them out on the acoustic guitar? Is it?
No, funnily enough, that's kind of like a last few years kind of thing, you know. Before in Acoda, we used to just write all of our songs on laptops, and you know, like we'd program drums, we'd like layer them up section by section and build them, and it was very much like a mechanical process in a way. So yeah, and it was very much always a team effort. Like everyone had their input. You know, Crooks was our main lyricist. Me and Jake wrote most of the guitars. Jay's just an incredible drummer. Jake would help with some drum fills here and there. Obviously, he used to play drums back in the day, probably when we played with you guys. He's done the switch around, so he plays guitar in the show, but in the band. But
yeah, I noticed that he's one of those buggers, isn't he? He's just like good at everything he touches.
Yeah, he's one of those.
It's not fair.
No,
but he doesn't have a tash, so who is he?
Oh,
he was meant to be here tonight, but I'm not sure what's happened.
Oh, that's a shame.
Not sure.
We're still getting love in the comments for that tash, Luca.
Yeah.
People seem to be absolutely loving it.
Is it definitely for Lucas? Because he's got competition now, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that is your boy, isn't it? Stephen Crook, your bass player in Acoda.
Yes.
Go on, son. Do you feel a little bit jealous that he likes my tash a little bit more than yours? Come on, Damon. Let's do a close up. Let's do a comparison. Come on.
Close up.
There's a tash off going on the show. Yeah, Luca, you're definitely lagging behind, man.
Yeah, you win.
Big up everyone. Showing their respect for the mustaches. Yeah, it's a new addition for Luca, in case you don't know, and he's rocking it. We're pretty happy with it. The tash has been getting a lot of love in the comments. It's going well. It used to be all about the Sharpie's brick wall behind him, but I think people are over your brick wall now, Nick. Everybody's
we're a weekend, and that's not interesting anymore. That's all right. I won't take it personally.
Someone's just put in the comments about the comment just says shave your heads. That's interesting because our
that is
next guest
interesting.
is doing exactly that. Damon, are you up for sticking around for a bit? Do you need to shoot off? We've got a couple of other things happening on the show, so it's up to you, man.
Yeah, I'll stick around for a little bit. I'm not sure how long I can stay, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool, man.
Sweet.
Let's have a beer. So Sharpie, do you want to introduce the next guest? I think you've hooked this one up.
Yeah, sure. So the next, hopefully he's backstage. I think he is, but they're all talking about shaving heads now. Yeah. So the guys at Devonport Services rugby team have taken it on themselves to do a little thing for charity and to raise some money for the NHS, and it's going incredibly well. So we wanted to see if we can try and spread the word and help him out a bit. So yeah, I mean, should we get Rich on and let him talk about it?
Yeah, let's do it.
They've
boom, there he is. Hey, Rich, how you doing?
You all right, guys?
Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah.
Well done. Cool. So yeah, Rich, we were catching up a bit about it earlier, but you came up with this idea, I think, didn't you?
Yeah. Came up with the idea and sent it across to our vice captain, who we called Gobby. He's called Sam Bennett. He's probably commenting below at the moment, to be fair.
He's hashtagging. Yeah.
He loves it. He shaved his hair a few years ago when we got promoted. So to be fair, he needed to do it because it was he didn't have much left anyway. So it was all for his benefit.
I feel his pain.
We're all bored at home, so I thought, why not try and raise some money, shave some heads? So we got a list of 9 players together who were keen to do it, and yeah, it's just gone mental, to be honest. We've just gone over 12 grand now.
Wow!
What? Serious?
Yeah.
Wow! Fair play, man. And where's the money going to?
It was just over 10 when I spoke to you this afternoon, I think, wasn't it? So that's flown up.
Yeah, it's gone from 10. It was like 9.5 this morning, and it's gone to. I'll have a look now quickly. It's gone to 12.
This is like comic relief, isn't it?
Yeah, 12,115 at the moment.
Fair play, man. Fair play.
Well done, boys.
Yeah, we were meant to do £10. Every £10 donated was another head shave, but we ain't got enough players. So.
I'm going off heads.
There's a couple of comments coming in saying that Damon should shave his head. Damon, 12 grand if you shave your head right now.
The way jobs are up in the air right now, I could do with 12 grand. So maybe
we'll get it sorted for next week. We'll get 12 grand raised in a week like these guys have, and put it all to the NHS.
What's his price? What's Matey's price?
Well, I think we might have just stitched ourselves up by saying 12 grand. We probably would have done it for 50 quid. Take the world in.
The price is set now. I'm not going anywhere.
If we hit 20 grand, will you shave all your hair?
Yeah,
I'll do
it. Wow,
I've never shaved my head.
You could have done the mustache thing for charity. You just did it voluntarily.
Oh no!
We could have made some money out of
that. I'll sit this one out probably. Rich. So you started off with, it was just you boys at Devonport Services, is that right?
Yeah.
And then other rugby teams have sort of jumped on board, and I think Torquay, our very own Torquay, did theirs today, didn't they?
Yeah. So we did like a day and a half, 2 days ourselves. Got a fair amount, and then we came up with the idea of doing like a 24-hour challenge, like nominating a club. So basically, we've just been calling them out on Instagram, and then they got 24 hours to shave as many heads as possible and raise as much money. So Plymstock went first. They smashed it, and then Saltash went yesterday, and Torquay have done it today. So yeah,
cool,
nice.
So if we put out an appeal to any rugby players or across wherever, is it open to anyone to jump on board and get?
It's just I've been told to take my hat off. So.
There's loads of people.
Just got to prove that it's been
done. So is this the freshly shaved head? That's not what you're gonna shave off for charity.
It's 3 days old. So
okay, yeah. Did you bick it then, or did you clipper it?
4.5, just 0.5.
Well, okay, fair play. How many of you guys in the team did it?
108 from our club.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow,
it's
great.
Good.
I think we've got a link you sent us earlier that we can put down underneath so people can donate to it. And also, I'm assuming if there's any rugby teams out there or anyone that fancies shaving their head, I would imagine just if you drop us a message to the virtual club, virtual pub, we can put you in touch with Rich and get your head shaved off.
Apart from Ivy Bridge.
Apart from a bit of local rivalry, is it?
We hate Ivy.
You don't really, do you?
They copied us and set up exactly the same page as us.
Who's the better rugby team?
We are.
What about you guys versus Torquay? What's your prediction on the score there?
I don't know. It'd be nice to them because they raise a lot of money. So that'll be a draw. We've been a little bit involved with Torquay Rugby Club in the past. Couple of the guys that are involved in the channel, we've played for Torquay way back in the day. But there's also they hold kind of social events and stuff down there. We love the club. To be fair, it's a good atmosphere. Mind you, you can say the same for most rugby clubs, can't you? You go in the clubhouse,
a good crack,
and it's always a good crack after the games, especially the night after the game is always a good one.
We're planning a party when we finish this sort of isolation with all the lads that shaved their heads. So maybe popping up to Torquay at some point.
Awesome. How's isolation treating you? Are you fully locked up? Are you out working?
Yeah,
stuck with my cousin.
Yeah, fully locked up. Just taking the dogs for a walk, and that's about it. It's pretty boring, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough. What'd you do for work?
Work at Princess Yachts.
So okay, yeah, cool.
Building boats. So, we got shut down the other week, and just been at home, just basically hunting people down to try and shave their heads. Really, that's all.
Nice.
Well, 12 grand, mate. You're doing a good job of it. That's great.
I think there's a smaller local team from Plymouth getting called out tomorrow called Plimpton Victoria.
Okay.
They're like a smaller family club, so I reckon they may go pretty hard with all their family and friends and stuff, so that'd be pretty cool.
There's a lot of love coming in for you in the comments. It looks like the whole team's in here. So big up all the... is it Devonport? What's the second word? Right, big up all the lads for joining us. Thank you so much. If you're here and you're coming in and you're part of the rugby team, don't forget to like the page while you're here. We've got awesome things happening on the channel every day. We've got masterclasses at 4 o'clock every afternoon and a live show from 8 o'clock every evening. We're doing this thing every day, every evening, and we're absolutely loving the experience. We're only 9 days into this. We started this channel up as a way of kind of bringing people together through the isolation period. And we sort of set out with the intention of trying to sort of help people come together. And we said from the very start, if we can help one person during our time doing this, then we've achieved our mission. And so far, we know we've helped a lot more than one person. We've been getting a lot of good feedback on the inbox, people saying, please keep this going. It's the one thing keeping me going through the isolation and stuff. And we're kind of trying to keep it entertaining, but also trying to bring people together during the isolation period as well. So if you're new around here and you're joining in from the rugby crowd, then please do drop us a like on the page. That'd be really good if we can see you around here soon. So nice one for all the comments coming in. There's a lot of comments coming in. I can't keep up. There's a lot of love for you in the comments, man.
There's a lot of rugby banter coming in, isn't there? Ivy not boding well.
Someone said he doesn't build boats. Don't listen to him. What's that about?
Who's that?
That is, where is he? Sean Dunn, PT.
He's done as a good personal trainer, well known in Plymouth. So if you need a fitness sort of thing going on, Sean Dunn could probably come on and do a 10-minute sort of like blast thing for people at home.
That'd be cool. We've had a couple of fitness classes on the channel so far, and we're always on the lookout for new talent, especially with the master classes and stuff in the afternoon. If there's fitness instructors watching, kind of chefs, my little brother does a little gardening show on the channel. We really are open to any ideas. So if anyone's watching and they want to get involved with the show or the channel, just drop us a message on the inbox. If you message the word booking in your if you mention the word booking in your message, then it will fire you back a little Google form to fill in. That'll come straight through to Luca in the top left there, and he'll sort you out with a booking at some point. It really is a community platform. Like I say, we don't know what we're doing. We're only 9 days into this. We're making it up as we go along, but we're doing our best to keep everybody involved, and that's the whole point of this. We want to keep people involved, and for the people, by the people is what we've been saying.
Yeah, buddy.
Are we doing live shave then when we hit 20 grand, are we?
That'd be awesome. I reckon. My hairline's going as it is, so I might as well get rid of it.
My head's big enough as it is, mate. Imagine me with like a shaved head.
Yeah,
just a dirty little tash, nothing else. That'd be great.
Damon, you'll have to join us for that one. Jump
Damon,
on and get involved with the.
You're here, mate. So
pressure, I must be honest.
You're gonna have to.
I've only had a haircut 3 days ago or something. My hair was down the bottom of my back, and it was just getting on my nerves. So I convinced my girlfriend to just put it in 2 ponytails and just lop it off. So
nice.
Nice.
At that point, I was ready to shave my head. But for 20 grand, I mean, that's a pretty good.
It's massive, isn't
benchmark.
it?
20 grand to charity. It's worth mentioning.
Yeah,
it's
not for me. I know.
Especially to the NHS as well. It's massive.
Yeah, exactly.
No, they really do it.
I may well have to jump on that. I'll just have to source some clippers.
Yeah, nice. Well, if we do it on the channel, if it's something that there's quite a few people basically saying that they'll give us money right now to do it. So I think maybe it's something that we'll look at setting up as well. And if we do it, we'll definitely do it live on the channel. And anybody that wants to get involved, if you're willing to lose your luscious locks for charity, then let's look at doing it. Definitely, we'll chuck it in the show notes from tonight, and maybe it's something that we can have a look at doing over the next couple of days. I think there'll be quite a few people that we know that will be up for getting involved. So it's definitely something we should have a look at. Right, guys. Both of the guests that we've got on at the moment, we've got a couple of people lined up for tonight. So sorry to cut you off, but thanks so much for joining us. Thank
you guys.
Rob, Damon, thanks so much for the set, man. It was incredible. Like I say, hearing those Acoda tunes, like in that setup, really, really, really enjoyed it. And Rob, what you're doing for charity, man, I really respect what you're doing. So thanks a lot for coming on.
Well done.
Sorry,
his name's Rich.
It says Rob down the bottom. Oh no, it says RGW. Sorry,
2 seconds.
Sorry, Rich. Go on, Luca.
We've got a virtual pub exclusive.
Here we go.
Westy, you're a decent singer. Give us a song.
Oh yes.
Go on, give us a bit of Mustang Sally.
I don't have anything.
Come on. There must be a good old rugby song, you know.
Oh, do it for the NHS.
We got Damon there with his guitar. He can be your backing player.
Come on, Westy.
Oh.
For charity.
Ask him what he wants. What does he want?
It's got to be swing low, isn't it?
Come on, let's go swing low.
Yeah.
All joining in, are you?
Yeah,
Come on.
I think my mic's broken.
Right, 3, 2, 1. Swing low, sweet chariot.
Coming for to carry me
I
home.
don't know this song.
Swing low,
Come on, Westy.
Sweet chariot. Coming for to carry
me.
We're all out of time because of the internet, but brilliant anyway.
Lucky for you, Rich. Sam can't stand anyone else having the limelight for too long, so we had to jump on there. That was perfect.
Yeah, you get one line on my show. It's not my show at all. It's for the people, by the people. Boys, thank you so much for joining us, fellas. Damon,
Cheers,
incredible
guys.
set, man.
Thank
Rich,
you very
not
much.
Rob. Thank you
Cheers,
so
thank
much
you.
for everything that you're doing. We'll do our best to get your links out there. How long have people got to donate? Is there a cut off with it, or is it?
As long as we're inside for, I think, as long as this is going on. So we're
Okay,
gonna try
awesome.
to keep donating to clubs over the next week or so, and then we'll be back in a few days when it's at 20 grand. So
Awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
Cool.
We'll make sure that we get the link out there for your donation page, and we'll keep pumping that because I think that's an incredible cause. And respect for what you're doing, man. Nice one. Thank you both for joining us on the show. We're going to clip back over to us guys for a minute, and then we got a couple of OGs coming in, haven't we, boys?
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know who it is. Who's coming on? Is it secret?
Yeah, there's a few people coming in. You guys have a little natter. I'm going to hook up our next couple of guests. No, you guys have got nothing to say, have you?
No.
Well, I'm just wondering, how much is the NHS going to have to be? How much are we going to have to raise to get that beard off you, Sam? Do you reckon?
Yeah, come on, get the tash out, bruv.
Oh, yeah,
I'll
to
do a
get-
tash.
Come on,
I'll do a
tomorrow.
tash for charity. Let's give it a couple of days so we can raise some decent money first. But I will do a tash for charity, despite having the weakest chin on the planet. And at the moment, my beard's making me look like I've got like a reasonable jawline, but actually I haven't. So yeah.
So what? We're going to put a total on it if we reach bang. It's coming off.
What are we on 12 grand? Go on, Scott. If we 13 grand, another G.
They'll do that before bedtime. They're killing it.
What's the deal then?
point.
So is there all of the rugby clubs? Their totals are all kind of getting collected together, and that's the total thing that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say because I mean, what do they do? 10 grand in 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, all right. Once they get 20 grand, I'll do the mustache because I think that's realistically
20
is going
grand
to
with the
happen.
head shaved, mate.
All right. Well, how much do you want? How much hair do you want out of me?
15 grand, and you got a tash.
How about we'll donate to the same cause, but just so that we can track our own kind of data on it. We'll set one up over the next few days. We'll make sure that we give it all to the same charities that they're linked in with. But yeah, we'll get something on the go.
I got an idea. Why don't we do 15 Gs? We get a load of people on it, all rocking the tash. 20 Gs, same people back, gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like
cool.
that.
We'll have a chat after
25. I ain't telling you what's happening.
But
the show. I don't even
then,
want to know.
if people are up for getting shaved, if we hit these targets, then put in the comments that you'd be up for it. That'd be cool to see if there's anyone on board.
Big up all the rugby boys for joining us. Thanks so much for tuning into the show, guys. Like I said earlier, if you are one of the rugby lads or you're new around here, please do drop us a like on the page. Like I say, we're doing this thing every day, every evening. Masterclasses 4 o'clock, live shows at 8 o'clock. We started this off 8-9 days ago now, and we still don't know what we're doing. We're just making it up as we go along, but we're getting some good feedback, and that's what keeps us going with it. We know we're making a difference. We know we're bringing people together. Talking of bringing people together, here's some two absolute OGs. They've been here from day one, and they've been super supportive since day one. This is two of our absolute OGs. Here we go. It's only Dr. Gav and Jack James all in one night. Yes, boys. How you doing?
Yeah, good, man. Thanks very much.
Can
Jack,
we
how's
just take a moment to talk about what Gav's wearing? Have you dressed up for us tonight?
Oh, no, I've been working today, brother.
Have you got cats? Is that
Got a
cats
waistcoat
on your
on.
shirt?
Yeah, man. I'm
give
working
us
from
some
home,
time.
but you got to keep the effort up, man. I don't want to let it slip.
Most of us are just sat around in our pants working on our laptop.
Oh, there's nothing on down there. It's only up top.
exclusively top. Oh, is that red wine? Red wine.
Ching, ching, brother.
All the red wine crew.
Monday
We need to get Jack some
soiree.
wine glasses, don't we? Can't be drinking out of a tumbler.
Le vin rouge.
I thought it was a bit more classy, you know. No, I smashed in the wine glasses, mate. To be honest with
Right, fair
Oh,
enough,
no.
mate.
you, too much of it. How you boys going? All right?
Yeah, good, man. We're so busy with this thing. Sorry, we've been a bit distant the last few days. I know you two guys, obviously, like I said earlier, have been around since day one. First kind of 4 or 5 days was very much kind of all the VIPs in that group and everything, which is sort of hugely involved. In the last sort of 4 or 5 days, we've been so busy with this all that we've kind of dipped out of the VIP group and stuff. So yeah, we kind of had a conversation this morning and said, we need to get some of the OGs back on because we've been so busy that we've kind of not been around. So sorry about that, but yeah, it's been busy for a good reason.
No, don't be silly for all that. Honestly, you guys have been doing fucking amazing on here. It's just unbelievable over the period of a week. How many people obviously come in, and I saw it in the Devon Live the other day.
Yeah,
so you're already like you're local famous straight off the bat. And then I think was it. Tom Chapman mentioned you in the Sun or something as well.
Yeah, we got a little mention in the Sun newspaper today.
Yeah, that's next. Look, next one's Telegraph. You get the Telegraph, you got them all.
Yeah, that's it.
And I instantly trust you dressed like that. I just can't believe anything you say isn't true.
Also, even though you call me Dr. Gav, not a doctor.
Yeah, why do people call you Dr. Gav?
Because you got an A in science at GCSE.
It was actually, I was thinking about that earlier. Matt Musgrove made it up when I was 17.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. He was the one that started that.
Wow.
I have people sometimes call me for medical advice, and I'm just like, I'm like phoning an ambulance. Like, don't phone me. I'm the last person you want to ask.
I think I'm guilty of that.
I think you have. Yeah, I didn't want to call you out.
Jack, how was your carpentry session? Saw some bits going on online the other day.
Mate, you say my carpentry session, it's all my housemate Corky. I watched and drank. I'm literally now a day drinker, by the way, which has pros and cons. So pros, you finish early, don't have a hangover in the morning. Cons, you drink all day, every day. Like, that's the only con, mate. So he made a bench. He's made a bench. He's got like this. I'll put a thing up that you can share. He's so good. Middle summer, this is going to be ideal. There's like it lifts up. There's beers. Boom. It's like a little cooler in there. Made a birdhouse. Gav called it the Hilton for birds. Got a runway. It's pretty sick. What else has he knocked up? Oh, he's knocked up a load of stuff, man. Yeah, it's just nice. I've been learning, to be fair, which I think this is the time for it, to learn some new stuff.
People have got the time to do it, haven't they? That's it. Yeah, absolutely. I've seen you've been putting some more songs out there with that app. So it's been
Acapella.
five jacks all doing the same song. It's brilliant.
Do you know what I think's weird about that app? I sort of look at, even though I know it's all you, I look at it and in my head it's a band, and you got like the confident one, the quiet one in the corner. You got all the different personas in the band, and I end up like falling for one of them. I'm like, oh, I like that. I like the lead guitarist one. He's my favorite. And it's all you. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how my brain kind of like starts kind of leaning towards one version of you, whether it's the lead singer, the lead guitarist, whatever. It's weird.
I recommend it highly to any musicians out there that fancy killing a couple of hours. Really fun. I know Em's big up Boyum, and she's going to give it a go. Put some stuff up tomorrow, mate. You should. Is there any of the other OGs, Simone or Rosie, knocking about as well? Nice.
Yeah, well, I put the link in the VIP group earlier. So hopefully, there's a couple of people around. I'll drop it in. Yeah. It's in there. If anyone, it's worth mentioning. Anyone watching wants to join us. If you want to join in for the chat, just drop us a comment below, and you can come and get involved with the chat. So it's nice and simple. All we do is send you a link, and then you follow the link. It asks you if it can use your microphone and your webcam, and then you're in. You're having a chat with us live on air. So Gav, so you're still working, are you?
Yeah, I'm just working from home. Luckily, it's all computer based. So yeah, pretty much brought all my bits and bobs back, and then just been on lockdown since. I think I've done one trip to the shops in the past 2 weeks, so I've been pretty sensible with that.
Yeah, fair play for staying completely locked down.
What have you been eating?
What? Sorry.
What have you been eating?
Oh, Matt, I tell you what, you'd be proud of me this morning, Luca. I took a piece of your advice that you gave me a couple of weeks ago, and got like a whole chicken in one. Like a whole chicken, rather than get the bits and bobs, and butchered it myself this morning. So took it apart.
Nice.
Which was pretty horrific to start with. Felt a bit creepy, whacked on some classical, and I felt like Hannibal Lecter, and it was kind of fancy. So it was all good. Managed to split that one up. I've done a couple curries. Done spaghetti meatballs. What did I do? I've got a cookbook. Have you seen it? Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart from
Hang on, you've just made that up. That's like Butler saying he met a gorilla or whatever it is.
No, it's legit. Yeah, it's Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart from Crook to Cook. And all of the. I'll get the book. I got it here.
God, I feel like someone set Gav a challenge to see if he can get us to believe.
Get this on live. Oh,
no.
What the hell? That is mental.
Oh yeah, they got. I'll read you some excerpts. Some of the. Here we go. We got Bow Wow brownies. OG chicken waffles. What else we got? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Caribbean Queen something.
Caribbean what?
Caribbean Queen something.
Jack, we're just getting some insights from Gav's new cookbook called From Crook to Cook by Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg.
This is an absolute banger. This is an absolute banger. I did this one for breakfast on Sunday, yesterday. It's called Billionaire's Bacon.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, you don't even have to buy the book. I'll tell you how to do it. You get some streaky bacon, and then in a bowl, you just mix up 100 grams of light brown sugar, teaspoon of cracked pepper, or tablespoon of cracked pepper, tablespoon of red pepper flakes. Mix it on up.
Gav,
I think we've got our next masterclass, don't you?
This is the one. Sling it down on a tray. You want the oven 200 degrees Celsius. If you've got a fan oven, it's usually 20 degrees less. Yeah, Luca.
Just rock it.
Something like
That's
that.
me.
Yeah.
That's Snoop Dogg.
Then you sprinkle that seasoning on there, and then wham in there, and just cook it till it's golden brown.
Nice.
And there you're eating like Snoop Dogg.
Billionaire's bacon.
Hey, we tried the because I live with two dudes, Chris Shaw and Porky, big up, and Chris's girlfriend's here as well. And we tried to do like a dinner party type thing. Porky's outfit, I need him to come here in a minute and show everybody. He dressed up to the nines. I was chef tonight, all right, Luca. So me and Gav were hot on your tails, mate. I'll be honest. I can't even pronounce what I made. I sent it to you earlier, Luca. Was it puttanesca? And then the last one's Parmigiana.
Yeah.
And it came out lush, man. I'm pretty happy with it. So it was another Italian dish there.
Nice, man. You should do a masterclass. Both of you.
I'm not good enough for all that, mate. It's too much swearing goes on.
I think Gav's masterclass. Absolutely, you have to cook something from the Snoop Dogg cookbook.
We should just do.
That's groundbreaking.
I'll tell you what, I'm doing. I think it's called like ghetto gumbo, something like that. I'm doing that so yeah, I could maybe just jump on here, show you how it's done.
Please, Gav, you need your own
You need your own show, yeah.
Like for sure. Look at him, Dr. Gav.
What is that top, Gav? What have you got in that top?
It is cats,
this is
isn't it?
an array of things. They've got butterflies. We got dragonfly.
It's not cats.
There's a giraffe. Giraffe there.
That's incredible.
Are there any cats?
There's question to you. Can you see the cheetah?
Tiger King.
And what's the pattern on the tie and, might I add, the pocket?
Well,
Chief?
firstly, it's a cravat.
Apologies. So sorry, Gav.
It's black and gold paisley. I met a fellow over in Vietnam when I was there a few years ago, and he told me that ballers wear gold, and I've kind of always just lived by that.
Stuck with that.
Wow, that's so great.
How are you getting on, Gav? I know you're working and stuff, but how are you getting on other than that with the whole? I know you're taking this really seriously. I had a text from a friend earlier, just like, come out. Should I come round for a poker night? Is that? Have you not watched the news? Are you an idiot? So yeah. I'm not going to say who it is, but yeah. So how are you dealing with it, Gav? You all good? Yeah.
Cooking
up a storm.
Cooking up a storm like never before. I'm normally just a baker, but needs must at the moment. So
normally just a baker.
yeah. I like to bake cakes.
Baker, doctor. What else is with strings to your bow?
Yeah, I know.
Style guru, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, thank you, brother. Just keep them busy, man. Yesterday I did face painting. I think people.
You did, yeah. You are the best tiger I saw yesterday.
Have you got a photo?
Mate, forget the photos.
Yeah, it's in the group. It's in the group.
We were looking at. I was talking to my friend the other day. I was saying how your platform's a virtual pub, virtual club. We need Gav to host the virtual crash. So he just it'd be awesome. Just teach kids how to face paint.
Just face paint lessons. Yeah,
I'll get one of those red cardigans on like Mr. Roger and be like, "Oh, hey kids, welcome to the house."
Yeah, the virtual crash, no swearing. Yeah, brilliant.
Jack, you were saying about your buddy asking you to play poker. I've set up. Well, I haven't. I'm not taking any credit for it at all. But I've been invited by some friends. They're setting up a game of online poker tomorrow night, and we're gonna have a video chat so we can all see each other and still play poker together on there. So you can still do it with your friend. There's just ways around it that keep everyone safe.
Yeah, I think it's just. I think it is getting to a lot of people. Like I heard Sam say earlier, people are just having it as like the way of life. This is the way of life. The New Year part has gone, where you're not sure what day it is. This is now how we're living for the foreseeable. And I think, maybe it's just, I do feel for a lot of people that live on their own, man. So if anyone does live on their own, just message me. I'll keep you entertained somehow, or one way or another. Play guitar for you, sing you a medley.
Yeah, definitely. That's where this all started. I know we keep harping on about it, but at one point Sam and I were talking about just setting up a Facebook group to see if we could sort of offer like a video calling service to let it in by themselves.
Sure.
But then, that quickly evolved from all of us saying, "Oh, we'll see you in the pub," and then just talking to each other on our phone. So that's where this all came from. But absolutely. If there are people out there that are by themselves and they're watching, get in touch. And if you could benefit from, I don't know, jumping on here with us idiots and having a chat, then you're more than welcome. That's absolutely fine. It'd be great to get people involved as much as possible.
I feel like a bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, or having Gavin look after your children.
You don't necessarily have to talk to Pirate Jack. It's all right.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Talk to Suave Gav and cook some gangster pasta together or something. It'd be fine.
I think just like maybe 3 minutes of a day with Gav, and you're back to your cheery self, mate. So here's to you, Gav, for making me laugh every time we talk, man. Nice one, brother.
Yeah, no, you make a good point, bud. I've tried every day since I've been on lock-in to give someone a call at least, just because you don't know what situation people are in. They could feel embarrassed about reaching out if they are on their own. And I've been going deep as well, like people who haven't spoken to her for a long time, because it's a nice chance to reconnect with people when they're stuck at home. They can't really run away because they're not out, they're not busy. So if they don't answer, they are definitely avoiding you. Just to say they have to be at home. So I mean, if everyone that watched this, think of like the 4,000 people. If everyone just called one person a day, you get through the phone book in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, I've applied those rules to my dating.
Way, big up is locked in. Nice one.
Hey, Jazzy.
Hey.
There's a voice we should get on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jazz, if you're listening still, if you didn't just turn off as soon as you saw that Gavin had no trousers on, I feel like, I don't know, Jazz is got that beautiful of a voice and that beautiful of a soul that I feel like we should keep it to ourselves rather than
you're gonna be selfish.
But obviously, Jazz, if it's something that you wanted to do, then by all means, we'd love to have you on here. But at the same time, please don't feel pressured. But just for our spam's sake,
I think Jazz has got a huge Sunday night chill mental health talk potential.
Oh yeah,
incredible talent, man.
I would calm you down. Yeah,
big up the petty self.
Oh yeah, damn.
Mate, that was
good days.
That was a project, man. That was good.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that page later and listen to it. Actually, I think there's some stuff on YouTube.
I remember the picture. It was you two wearing your Ray-Bans in a big cornfield or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fly as hell.
Yeah.
Jack wasn't around in them days. Jack, do you
Mate,
know?
I am post whatever you're talking about.
Oh, man.
No idea. Go on, talk me through it. For anyone else that doesn't know what you're on about, so go on.
So Jazz is an OG like Bados, big in the game from back in the day.
Bados. Slang Torbados to Bados.
Jazz was around a few years ago, and she's an incredible talent. Plays guitar and sings.
Awesome
voice, real kind of sweet, innocent voice, but kind of powerful when she needs to be as well. Luca and Jazz did a little project for, it was only I think a couple of months back in the day, but it's one of those that kind of pre-Spotify days when you sort of download the MP3s, and it's one of those sets of MP3s that still exists on my in my files and kind of on some hard drives and stuff, and it's definitely one that I revisit now and again because
awesome.
Those two working together was a duo, man. It was good times. Good times.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually thought about that project in years, sadly enough. But like thinking back to it, when we used to like get together and jam and write and whatnot, when a project just sort of feels right, and that, like when you're in that moment jamming and whatnot, it was a special moment, man. She's incredible.
Well,
it just worked.
Where's that comment there? Look, I certainly think about coming out of retirement for you.
I know,
guys.
yeah. Good on you, Jazz.
Please do.
Let's get that going for sure.
Jazz's plant game is strong as well. If you ever see any of Jazz's videos on her Facebook and stuff, she's basically
links.
Yeah, I'll send it to you because I don't know if Jazz wants me posting that stuff. But yeah,
send them pictures of a flower out.
Yeah. Jazz's plant game strong, man. You want to see her living room? It's like there's more room for the plants in there than there is for her. She's
awesome.
Plants going on. Yeah, it's cool.
Sounds like a legend, Jazz. You sound like a legend if you're listening.
Yeah,
she is, mate. 100%.
Yeah, definitely. When we get back in the real world, we'll hook up a night where both Jack and Jazz are in the same room, and that'll be a good night, definitely.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
lots of candles and red wine.
Yeah.
Oh,
speaking of
that,
oh mate,
Jack splashed out for.
He's on the Rioja.
We left
How
the
many
house.
bottles of that yellow label have we gotten through over the years?
That was when Gav and I used to live together. That was our wine of choice that we used to get from Proper Shop Preston. Big up Proper Shop, big up Cam. That was our drink of choice. There was the recycling guys that used to come around to the house used to literally laugh at us every time they come and pick up the recycling. They used to be like, "Is it just one constant house party in there, boys?"
The Rioja, it is the one. I sort of like it's cheap enough to not feel ripped off, but it's posh enough to feel like, oh hey, how are you?
Yeah. I spent £8. I'm on the posh stuff.
I'm drinking. This isn't a good glass, really, is it? It's not giving it justice.
We need to get Jack some wine glasses, don't we?
Mate, that's how they drink it abroad, man. In Italy and Spain, they're just.
But look at Gav. Just look at that. The waistcoat and the wine glasses. Just. Whoa.
I know that is. You are full on.
Strong combo, guys. We've got another OG in the background. Bring him in. What's that, Rosie?
Yeah.
Are they real glasses or is that a filter?
They're real glasses because I've got puppy eyes. Right. Let's just like we don't have to pretend that we're happy all the time, Sometimes we have down days. I've had a down day. I'm in bed.
Oh man.
But it's fine because I got my glasses on. And when I got my glasses on, I'm fine.
No one can see into your soul when you got the glasses on.
Exactly.
Big up Butler tonight as well. I know he didn't fancy coming on tonight, but he's another one that's been showing you guys some support, and me, he's been sharing my stuff. And big up Butler with his mental videos. I love that.
Yeah. All you guys have been great.
Adam's having a down day today, so we all need to show him some love.
Yeah, love you, Butler.
Definitely. If anyone needs a cheer up, jump on Adam Butler's TikTok, which we posted on the page last night, I think it was. His TikTok videos are mental, aren't they?
Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, slightly scary sometimes when there's him in the shower as like a Gollum type character. That's but yeah, it's all above board. It's all good fun.
Has anyone got a good joke?
It's all above the waist. Yeah, he was celebrating hitting 2,000 likes or follows or whatever you do on TikTok yesterday, wasn't he? On that one post.
Yeah, he we were chatting to him, and he said that his that TikTok video, the Mickey Flanagan one, was nearly on 2K likes. And yeah, we said I said I was going to share it off my personal page, and then I shared it off the pub page, and I think the likes kind of jumped up a little bit for him, which he was buzzing about. So anything that we can do to help Butler, we're always keen to do. Butler, if you're not watching now, but you do catch this tomorrow, we love you, man. Big up to you. Keep doing it. And thank you so much for the support. All three of you on the bottom row, plus Butler, you're the OGs. Thank you so much, guys, for the last week. It's been a mad journey. And
how are you all doing anyway? Because the leaders, i.e., the originators of this, they you're keeping us all going, but someone needs to care about you as well. So how are you all doing?
We got our mums.
I think we're lucky that we've got this as well. Like from a different perspective, we're having to work quite hard to do it all, so it's a good focus for us and a distraction from everything. Certainly for me, like not being in contact with anyone else, I speak to these guys more than I've ever spoken to anyone in my life.
Sorry,
you are. No, it's great. It's sometimes when you don't want to be, Sam? But but yeah, no, it's great. We've got well, for me anyway, I've got that distraction and that focus as well, and I'm still working from home during the week as well. So
if anyone is feeling it, it's had that. It was nice to see the Tom Chapman. I watched it today. I didn't last night. I watched it earlier on. That was some good chats, man. You guys had last night.
It's great.
He's pretty honoured to have him on.
He's an absolute mental health guru. Like 100%.
Yeah, what a guy. Big up to him for coming on. Yeah, big up to him for coming on as well, because I mean that guy's he's no small deal these days. And although we know him from back in the day when he was no such thing as a king, kind of moshing and all that, we remember him before he was big in the game. Big up to Tom for coming on, because he didn't have to do that for us, and he came on. And I mean ultimately the guy's doing TED Talks, he's knocking about with royalty. So for him to kind of not only kind of be pumping us and kind of putting us in the Sun newspaper and kind of mentioning us in all the interviews that he's doing, but to actually come on the show, spend an hour talking to us when he was supposed to be having a night with his missus as well. Yeah, big up.
He's a busy dude, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Even now with everything that's going on, he's doing interviews at the moment he's talking about what people should be doing in the isolation and how they can kind of keep their mental health in check and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, he's just as busy now as he was before all of this happened. So for him to come on and have a chat with us, we really, really appreciate him coming on.
Yeah, big ups, man. Big time. He's sick. I was thinking earlier, Luca. Me and Luca were having a chat last night because I'm sort of helping him book some people as well, mate. Exciting stuff. But I've not actually ever been in a room with you.
I know.
I still find that so mental.
Me and Charlie haven't. Never met him.
What? That's madness.
There you go. We really are bringing people together.
It's what it's about. And we
talk every day. I was actually going to send you a video earlier, Jack. I learned on my guitar "Dreams" by Fleetwood Mac.
Banger.
But I changed it a little bit into sort of your style, and I wanted to send you the video because I reckon you could take that to another level, man.
See, look what you
it's your vibe, man.
Look what you guys have done. I'm going to ruin a Fleetwood Mac tune.
Nah.
Can we make the video Gav just cooking some gangster bacon in the corner or something? Yeah. Snoop Dogg cookbook.
With just some background tunes. I like it. I like the sound of that.
Not a tire on, but just pants on the bottom. Just in his Calvins and a shirt and tie.
Always shaved heads because the rugby boys have smashed it.
I'm a little bit scared because I know they're going to hit 20k. I've never shaved my head.
I can't believe £12,000 already. I mean, that's mad. That's great. It just shows that everyone's behind. Everyone's behind the NHS fully, aren't they? They're just like the NHS are our army at the moment. I think fighting this battle.
If I do my hair, can I keep? Because I'm trying to look like. Let's see what I'd look like with shaved head, and as long as I keep a beard. I reckon it'd be all right.
You look all right. You look all right, man.
Because there's no time
we'll just turn you upside down.
There's no time limit on it. We could go like 6 months down the line. I get a phone call at work and it could like seriously bite me on the arse.
Yeah. You just said 20k, right? Oh, great.
You don't want those boys after you either. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
I like my hair.
Just when Gav secures his first modelling contract, he gets the phone call saying, Gav, you're going to have to shave your head.
Add it off.
So,
Damon.
as some of you guys know, my old man's completely bald. One of the reasons he's never grown a beard is because he says if he does, then people will say that he goes around with his head upside down. So I'm a little bit, I think even though I would kind of feel like I had my head upside down if I did shave my head and still rep the beard. I think I'd still rather have the beard and no hair if it was a choice. And then if I just get really stacked as well, and I just get completely head to toe and tattoos, then that's pretty much a new image, isn't it?
This is like Sam's rebrand, complete rebrand.
The virtual pub has done this. He just come out with biro drawn.
Like when Rosie was saying earlier, like, are you guys? As long as you guys are all right, we're like, we're sound coming out of it with bold.
Yeah, we're sound.
but like really badly shaved yourself, like you've missed patches.
I haven't got any clippers, but I found some kitchen scissors. Went for it.
Really sharp.
No, we're good. Honestly, we're just like losing the plot. Like magic and stuff.
I'm missing an ear, but we're all good.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to duck out, guys. Thanks ever so much for letting me come back on. It's
always welcome, buddy. Thanks for your support.
More than anything, it's nice to see Gav on the post 2000 likes, because he was one of the originators, like on the first night. And
that night was wild.
That was crazy.
We've still got that video. We've hidden it off the page, but we've still got it.
We're saying it like it was like 2 years ago, mate. It was like 8 days ago.
Yeah, I know. It feels like a long time ago.
Once we get out of all this mess, we can have another light like that, but it'll be in reality.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
With no cameras around.
And then the next day we can choose to erase it from our brains or not.
Can I just say?
Come and see the brick wall.
Oh man, that thing!
Bring your bold heads over here.
We've got some got some serious nicknames for you, Brick.
I know they're elaborate.
I like Brick Rides Hard.
Brick Rides Artist. Brick James.
Brick James. That's good. Gav, you were going to say something then, I think, weren't you? Sorry, mate, I interrupted you.
I don't think so, bud.
Oh no, it's me. Yeah, but no, before I go, I just wanted to say. Big ups Emma Pick last night. I've seen her bus.
Yeah.
She played One World when I was working there. Big up One World crew if you're watching. And she played and just like silenced the whole place. And if anyone from Torquay's ever been to One World, that place used to go off, but she silenced the whole place on a Friday night, and it was just like,
in a good way. In a good way.
Yeah. Everyone was just transfixed on her, like when she was playing, and it was like, it was great last night.
I've only seen her busking in Torquay, like she was saying. Literally, like I said, it just stopped me in my tracks. Where's that coming from? Yeah, brilliant.
Unbelievable. Right, really I love you and leave you guys. I'll be watching with my red wine. Cheers.
Good lad. Cheers, Jack. Thanks.
Cheers, Jack. Easy.
Big up, guys.
You too, man.
Cheers.
Bye.
Jack James, everyone.
Cut someone else off. No, it's all right. I thought I'd cut Gav off then. Thanks for sticking around, Gav. It's lovely.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's been a while. It's nice to catch up with you guys.
Yeah, chill out and have a beer together. I know we're live on the stream, but we can still we're basically just having a laugh like we would if we were sat in the same room, which is nice. I think that's kind of what we started this platform off on. And although we've kind of got wrapped up in the live acts and the masterclasses and the running of it all and stuff, I think it's something that's important to kind of return to like as frequently as we can. Is this just kind of like getting people on, having a beer and having a chat? And yeah, all right, there might not be the thousands of people watching that we used to, but. Yeah, I think this is important, and it's like I think, like Rosie said earlier, these are the things that keep us kind of going. And yeah, if people don't want to watch it, then they don't have to watch it.
There's always Boris.
Yeah. I mean, the fair argument would be, well, if you want to do that, just don't stream it on the internet. But some people are taking. Big up Kyle in the comments. He's always with us.
Yeah. I feel like we need to get Kyle on. Say hello to him.
Yeah, come on, Kyle.
Come on, Kyle. Give us a nod. We'll send you a link. Let's get you on. We've never met either. Let's connect.
The link is in the comments. So if anyone wants to join us, follow that link. I've just posted it again. If anyone wants to come and join in the chat, by all means, come and join in the chat. Anyone that's stuck around and still watching this, big up you lot for sticking around watching. Basically, me and my mates just having a natter on the internet. Big you lot up for sticking around. So, Gav, are you actually wearing any trousers?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I got trousers on.
Do they match? Are they? I reckon they're.
Of course they match. He's got a.
I reckon they're like khaki sort of color. I reckon they're like light brown. Oh, Are they
black on black.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Yeah, they're like black chinos.
Yeah, okay. Is the waistcoat thing, is that black or dark blue? I can't quite see.
It's more of like a charcoal grey, I guess.
And you've put that on just so that you feel like you're still like a functioning member of society.
You've been wearing that all day? Man,
if I was just in like my fucking pants and dressing gown, sat at the computer, I'd do nothing all day for sure. Yeah, I'd just be like, meh, like throw up YouTube, watch some podcasts, probably just kick back. But when I'm dressed like this, then it's kind of like work mode's on.
It's business
so
time.
I just sit down and like, oh man, I got to get this done. And the boss going to whip my ass and just like crack on with it, like like it's a normal day.
Do you catch up with your work lot on video, or is it just kind of is it just all through email and stuff?
Yeah, we usually do 3 a day. So we do 1 in the morning when we're all sort of like starting that because we start slightly different times. 1 at lunch, we'll like have lunch together over video chat.
Cool. Oh, sick.
And then,
that's cool.
Yeah, man. And then in the evening when we finish, some days we'll just have a chat or we'll like have a beer together and that. So it's like pretty much like same.
Where do you work, Gav?
I'm not sure if I should mention. It's like a lab basically.
Okay.
No, nothing terrible. We're not putting lipstick on monkeys or anything. None of that. Don't send people to my house. I don't do that shit. It's just like, just have to put that out there. Yeah, that sounded suspicious as hell.
You're not putting makeup on Bamilla then. That's good.
No. Yeah, we do like stuff with that. It's like nice stuff. Trust me. Yeah. Don't worry about that.
I'm not sure if I should mention. It's just a lab, honestly.
We don't put lipstick on monkeys.
Definitely no lipstick. That's very specific, Gavin.
Obviously we're personal friends of Gav's, and I know where Gav works, and actually he does some quite it's good work what you do, isn't it? You save a lot of lives with the work that you do, so big up, man.
Yeah.
Definitely get Gav a show. Jack James has just said, Gav, what's your show going to be? I reckon we just put you on one night and just let you speak for an hour or so. Remember when you were doing those blog posts? There's the like history
Dracula thing.
I still do.
Do that. Get on the stream. Do a show. Save us.
They were really interesting.
Yeah, I'll write one this week, and then we can do a live one. Oh, I'll do it on a pandemic from history.
Yes,
that would be a wicked.
Right?
Yeah, nice. If you could do half an hour's worth of chatting about another pandemic from history, especially if you include some of those weird and wonderful videos me and you were looking at the other night.
Brother. Yeah, no worries.
Sure we can set up. We can get it so that it's you on one screen and your laptop screen on another. You can do references. You can do some slides. I mean, I'm just signing you up for something here, but if
I can do that, man. That sounds good.
Show there, people. I mean, you're the people's favorite. We call Charlie the people's favorite, but every time you get on, the comments that come in for you, everyone loves you. So I think it'd be wicked to have you on for a full night. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and it would get our viewers going mental as well.
Yeah, Bondo. I'll throw it out on because I think I do have a Facebook page for it. Separate. There's probably 12 people, hardcore fans.
Was it Dave something Gavin Da Vinci?
It's Leonardo Gavinci.
Gavinci.
There's a website, leonardogavinci.com. You can check it out. It's been running for years.
I'm looking at it right now.
Pull up some highlights. I'm getting on it. leonardogavinci.com.
They were genuinely interesting. Though, I learned a lot from them. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
And it was written in an engaging way. Should we say?
Yeah, that was kind of my aim really, because I love history, and it's just like it can be quite a dusty subject. People don't, do you ever hear about this old king? And they're like, I don't fucking care, mate. I go, okay, yeah, no worries. So if you tell it in obvious a way, like you would tell it if you were pissed down the pub. And then people are just like, "What? Yeah, all right, tell me."
I'm on board with that.
Margaret Thatcher's first run as prime minister,
Here we go.
Sure. Oh wow!
I didn't know we could do that.
Well,
Cool.
Let's get rid of this so we can still see Gav.
Oh, you're doing things I didn't know were possible.
So this is Gavin's page, Leonardo da Vinci.
There's a few choice words on there maybe we shouldn't read out, but yeah, that is brilliant.
Yeah, we've had to rein in the language because of the older Facebook. Well, I mean, I think it's a good thing to do
sorry,
anyway.
mate, help me.
Yeah, we didn't send you the new policies and procedures document, did we?
Oh, damn.
That's all right, mate. No worries. Yeah, mate. Yeah, this is cool.
In fact, that's the one I was telling you about, Sam. You know, with the doing the dog experiments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this goes.
Not that I do any dog experiments. Not that kind of lad,
Doesn't put lipstick on dogs either. Okay.
That guy. That's a guy that Gav works with.
Oh, there we go. Look.
No. But that guy did develop the technology required that they now use to do open heart surgery. So actually, although his experiments were freaky deaky,
did he keep the dog's head alive?
Yeah, there's videos of it. You can watch it on YouTube, man. It is
Luca,
shocking.
honestly, I'll send you the video after.
You can keep the dog's head alive.
Yeah, he used to do experiments where he would drain the blood from dogs so they were dead, and then he would bring them back to life. It is like out of science fiction, honestly. Look into them.
Yeah.
Fido.
Yeah, it's some crazy experiments. And like Gav said, there is there is footage of it on you. Unfortunately, there's footage of it.
Yeah, man.
And it's without going too graphic and hitting the PG filter again, it's a decapitated dog's head being kept alive by external machinery, and it's mental, mate. So Gav's got a bit of a fascination for kind of, which I share. We had this conversation the other night. I definitely am with you on this. Weird old science videos of things that from back in the day they were more accepted. Now obviously you could never get away with it, but ultimately these experiments have kind of helped propel science to where it is now. Like Gav said, the guy that we were just looking at, if he didn't do the things that he did then we would never have open heart surgery. So yeah, although it's kind of controversial nowadays, these things, you've got to do those things to kind of break through on a scientific level, if that's right, Gav. That's kind of my interpretation of my science lesson that I had with you on FaceTime the other night.
Yeah, mate, you got to break some eggs to make an omelette. Simple as that.
Yeah. If you want a rainbow, you got to put up with the rain.
Yeah, yes, I like that one, Sharpie.
Oh, hey, I've just noticed, lads, we got another OG in the background here.
Do you know who said that?
I don't know. I don't recognise him, but I don't know if anyone's actually met him in the real world. He's an OG round here. Either way, he's been here since day one, and he's been massively supportive. I'm just going to chuck the logo back up and get us back into the original screen that we do. But big up Kyle on the stream. Hey, Kyle.
Yo. How's it going?
Hola.
Hey.
Hello, mate. I'm trying to work out if I recognise you. Are you Bados gentlemen, or are you outside of the Devon area? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you really close.
I used to go into Parrot quite a lot. I know Butler and Jack and people like that.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Nice. But you've been around for well, I mean, I was going to say for a while, but we've only been going for like a week. But you've been around for a few days now, haven't you? I've seen you on the stream on the comments quite a lot.
Yeah, I've been here from day one.
Oh, sick, man! Thank you so much. Sorry about the burp mid-sentence.
Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers. You're a big one for commenting. That's great. Nice bit of interaction. So much. It's great to get you on.
How's isolation treating you, man? Are you isolating alone? Are you got family there, missus? What?
I moved in with my mum and dad when the lockdown just started. Just because I was on my own before, so it was just a bit on me as well. And they got a garden and stuff, so I've turned the garden into a gym.
Cool,
nice. I've heard a bit about people doing this, turning the garden into a gym. I think there's a scaffolding company that are offering to sort of put a gym together with the scaffolding poles and deliver it for
100%. I want to take that offer on because for any I mean none of you lot would have noticed, but for every night that we've been on the stream, so I'm a bit of a parkour geek. I rep the parkour scene, and every bit of merch that I've been wearing since we started this show is actually like a parkour team or parkour brand. And I think scaffolding equipment would be one of the best ways to set up like a little parkour, not necessarily parkour, but just calisthenics, kind of body weight exercises, pull-up bars, that type of stuff. I reckon scaffolding equipment would be a real cool. You could make a cool gym out of that. That'd be awesome.
I've got 20 chickens. I'll just chase them around the garden.
Rocky Balboa.
I'm glad you put on the. I'm just going to chase them around the garden because when you just answer a question with, "I've got 20 chickens." Oh, okay, thanks, cool. Cheers for coming on.
Yeah. No, big up Mandy listening. We love Mama Berardino.
Go on, Mandy.
So Kyle, you've been locked down since the start of this, have you?
Yeah, so I know of Luca because I work in Brixham I'm a chef as well.
Is that how I vaguely know you?
Yeah, I'm head for Brixham Rockfish.
Oh, nice, mate. Every time I have a rubbish day at work and it's a Friday, I'm like,
you come over.
Fish and chips.
Fish Friday.
Mate, Rockfish's fish and chips is so good. I'm such a fan of all your guys' work and Mitch Tonks and the Seahorse, man. Like,
yeah, I spoke to Mitch Tonks today. He keeps in contact with us, all the chefs every day, sort of thing, seeing how we're getting on.
He's a good bloke, isn't he?
He's pretty good. He's a great bloke. He's a brilliant person to work for. Yeah, he's just down to earth. He's an absolute pisshead, but that's the best thing.
Yeah, he's an incredible guy.
Comes in at half 7 in the morning and lines up the brandies and coffee.
Legend.
Carl, if you've been in, sorry, I was going to say, if you've been here since the beginning with us, have you? What's been a highlight for you of this whole crazy thing we've started? Any of the acts that we've had on you particularly enjoyed, or just Lucas Tash?
Lucas Tash is also just brilliant.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But I actually watched Luca make a pasta and stuff like that, and it just got me wanting to get back in the kitchen while I was in isolation. So I made a load of fresh pasta as well
cool.
for my family. Made a load of bread and some scones and bits and bobs, just so we can sort of munch on throughout the.
Totally, man. That's what it's about, isn't it? Staying busy, and especially with like fresh pasta and stuff that is made with your hands, like pasta, bread, scones. You know,
yeah,
it's so rewarding.
Oh,
so
it's brilliant,
rewarding. It's annoying when it goes wrong.
Yeah. And it goes
at least
if
it goes wrong, you just practice in with your family, and they're like, "Well, dinner was a bit rubbish," and you say, "Oh no," but at least no one's paid lots of money for it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I'm missing fresh fish though. Missing really fresh fish.
Yeah, that does suck. But you know, we can't have everything.
I used to have it every day coming into the kitchen, and it's
yeah, you guys have got your own boat now, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got our own trawler. So
I follow him on Instagram. He's a legend.
Yeah, Nick the trawlerman. He's
he's like, here I am. Got rained off again today. My engine's broken.
We changed the name of the boat to Rockfish, and apparently you've got to walk around the boat backwards 7 times while explaining to the boat why you've done it. So we did that on Instagram, and it was quite a watch. Well, the boat was called No More before it, so it used to have No More Rockfish written on the side of it, so it didn't really sound very good.
Not the best advert.
So we sort of got rid of that and got it to Rockfisher.
No, I love his videos.
That's really cool that the restaurant's got its own trawler. I mean, you can't get fresher fish than that, can you? And you guys are right on the key, I suppose, aren't you? So it's literally water to the plate in a couple of hours.
Yeah, so we're literally right above the fish market.
Yeah,
I used to work there actually, Carl. That's where I started my career before it was Rockfish. Yeah,
the crab shack was
the crab key house. Yeah. That's where I learned.
Crab key house.
I learned my trade, man. So yeah, I love walking in there. It gives me a lot of memories.
Yeah. It's a beautiful view for a seafood restaurant. You know, I sit there and watch the seals and the dolphins sometimes when they come in. Just watch the boats coming in and out, and we get a lot of people come up there for just coffees and stuff. So it's cool.
Lovely, yeah. It's good. It's good. You been there, Gav?
What, Rockfish?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Oh, mate, it's so good.
There's next level. How would you compare it to the poop deck? Because I've had the Neptune's platter. And you know, it's pretty out there. I mean,
I've never heard of that.
It looks like someone dumped out Forrest Gump's draw the net onto a plate, and at a reasonable price as well. You know, so that's my baseline. So
shout out to the poop deck in Brixham. Wow.
Yeah.
Pooping on the deck. By the sounds of it.
One time it gave me terrible food poisoning, actually, but I went back and it was fine. So you know, it's I don't hold it against them. I actually enjoyed it the second time, so you know.
You went back.
Yeah, man.
What?
You need to see the Neptune splatter. It's quite something. It's quite something. In fact, it's so good. It could poison you, and you go back to try it again.
I mean, yeah, you've rescued that there, I think, Gav. I think that's a testament in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Made me violently ill, but it was that good. I went back for more.
Yeah, it was just as good when it was coming up. So,
oh my god,
I would recommend.
Well, Gav, I'd highly recommend going to Rockfish, man. I've only ever had your fish and chips there, though, bro. That's the only thing I sort of always go for. Is but I've only been to the takeaway, but it was delicious, man.
I had some calamari there.
You want to come up?
It's good.
So salt and pepper calamari. So come upstairs and try some bits and bobs when you know.
Yeah, man.
When I'm there, I'll come in.
Yeah,
whenever
decent.
it is. So yeah, come along.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. It'd be nice to see all of our. Yeah, it'd be nice to see all the people we've invited onto the show with us. I call it a show, but you know what I mean. In the real world, as it were. Yeah, it'd be great. It's really nice that
we have a real virtual pub.
Oh, it's already sorted, man.
Yeah, that's been in discussion since before.
Yeah. Hands down. Can you imagine how wild it's going to be when we do get out? People are just going to be spitting in each other's mouths. You know, getting down in the mud. It's going to be like Woodstock. It's going to be like biblical party.
It's going to be mad. Like, I think it's going to be. You're going to be like in the films you see when there's been a bit of a disaster, and then all the animals are sort of anxiously crawling out of their trees and crawling out of the hedge and stuff. Like, going to take it one day at a time. I think you're going to take a bit of getting used to going back to the real world, isn't it? Like, popping down the spa and then come back and.
I would rather.
I think it's going to be a long.
And then just dropped it like everyone go wild, rather than use that extra week, but then we hit it.
Yeah,
it's going to be a long time, isn't it? Before because I'd imagine they're going to lower the restrictions and whatnot. But I doubt it's going to be like, right, everyone, you can go back to the nightclubs and the restaurants. Like,
yeah,
my luck. When we're allowed to go to restaurants, you'll be like, right, back to work. Everyone will be texting me, coming tonight, Lucas. Sorry, I'm working.
I don't know what it's going to be. What it's going to be. Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But everyone's doing the right thing and staying in at the moment, hopefully, which is good. Yeah. Some of us dressed to the nines.
Yeah, Luca.
I've got an inside out on the rocks top.
Nice.
What nice.
That is
original match.
I ran out of gear, man. It's the only thing I'm allowed to rock these days with this Tash.
So it goes.
Oh, there you go.
This is my new fave.
Can you not broadcast something onto that? Can you not project something onto the green screen?
I don't know how you do it.
Oh, you must be able to if you can put up green screen like that.
But it's a fake one, isn't it?
Yeah, but I want to see you in space.
I don't think we can.
Maybe that's something to experiment with. Another. Look out, blue screen.
What's this?
You got a brick one?
I'm afraid not, but this is pretty cool. It really works with the Tash as well.
Oh, I don't know. Don't know if I like that much.
Have you guys watched The Tiger King yet? I suppose you probably haven't had time.
I heard you talking about it. What is this a Netflix thing?
Oh yeah, it's next level. Every time you think it's as wild as it can get, it gets wilder. It's basically a gay redneck with a mullet and handlebar and two husbands who owns like a tiger zoo. And it just
was he on Libby Through once?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, was he?
No, it's Josh Quinn.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. What was that, Carl?
Have you seen the memes
It's
going
Josh
around?
Quinn.
Like, who'd you blame for coronavirus? Carol Baskin. So good, man.
Yes.
I saw another one the other day as well. It's I've been waiting to say this for about 10 days now, and this is the opportunity. This is the longest something that has
No,
ever
don't
been...
say it.
No.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
No. Try not to alienate people. Gab's already
What about
just brought it back.
what would
from
you
the
do
boot day.
if you got to April the 1st and Boris Johnson said April Fools?
That one's slightly more acceptable. The last one, I saw it on the notes for some of the shows that are coming up, and Luca put it on the notes, and I was like, yeah, it's funny, but we shouldn't say that. No, it's a good joke, but we're trying to keep it PG on the show these days because we got we've got some national media interest coming. We don't want to alienate the Telegram. We've sold out, Gavin. We've sold out.
Yeah, post it backstage. I want to see the filthy material.
Yeah. But for anyone that's interested in the X-rated version of this show, we've got a VIP group that we is some of the OGs. Gav's in there. I know some of the OGs are in there. It's a VIP chat group. So if anyone wants to join in on the
that's not very VIP.
We'll vet it.
If anyone's watching now, then they automatically qualify as a VIP because they've just sat around listening
half an hour of
to
us talking absolute tosh.
and Bear Breeze for the last hour. Yeah, so if anyone's watching now and loads of people are going to see this tomorrow, though, that's the thing. What we've noticed is that so it's a little bit difficult for us sometimes we get a little bit fixated on the number of viewers that we've got live. But what we realized is in the mornings, our viewers shoot right up, or our views on the video shoot right up. So what we've noticed, and Sharpie's had kind of actual mates coming in and saying this, is that a lot of people don't necessarily actual friends from the real world. A lot of people don't necessarily tune in live, but they see us they check out the feed the next morning. So it's something that we've always got to keep in the back of our mind when we're on the stream now. Is like it might be 11 o'clock. Oh, it's not 11 o'clock yet, but at times it might be 11 o'clock, midnight. We've kind of we've had a couple of non-alcoholic rum and cokes, and we chat about some things, and then we've got to remember that they're Facebook videos that are going to exist there forever. So, and yeah, they're on the stream the next day. People who maybe got kids watching, so we do try and keep it a little bit PG these days. But I guess that's the nature of this thing: is the bigger we get, the more we're going to have to consider those sort of things. But God, that put a downer on it, didn't it?
I'm going now.
Can we do a live stream on Pornhub? Because you can do anything on there.
Oh yeah, we can do what we want on there. Simone really wanted to hear that joke. Luca, we can jump on the VIP group afterwards, and you can tell that joke as much as you want.
I'm really looking
I don't think she's going to be that impressed with the punchline.
Yeah, Jack James is saying big up. Is that Kyle? Yeah, we've got a man like Kyle inside. It's turns out he's a local boy, and he's a chef just around the corner from Luca, and he's after
Rockfish.
Luca's job.
Have it.
I will say that your Sunday roast on the rocks is banging.
Thanks, bro. You should come and try some of that. You should come and try some of the a la carte stuff, man.
Yeah, no, I will do. I used to do a lot of a la carte. I used to work for John Burton Race in Torquay.
Oh yeah, nice. I heard he was a bit of an animal.
I was his head pastry chef. We used to get on, to be fair.
Oh, did you work with Gareth then?
Gareth?
Yes,
no,
Gareth Millington.
I know Gareth.
He came after me.
I see.
Because I left when I knew it was going into administration.
Wasn't John Burton Race? That's the same hotel that was the hotel on the Channel 4 show, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was the Grosvenor Hotel before.
Yeah, that guy. What's he called? Mark something.
Mark Jenkins. He's been doing some live videos during this.
Let's get him on the show. He'll be great.
Oh yes.
He reps it, like all the local stuff. I know, like he does some stuff with Shot by Rob, and so we might be able to get him on the show. That'd be awesome. That'd be so good if we get him on.
Dolphin racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What's this?
Party night. Yeah.
Did you never watch the show, Luca? There was a documentary on Channel 4 a few years ago called The Hotel, and it was about a hotel in Torquay. You know, the Grosvenor?
Yeah.
It was about that hotel. It's like a 3 series of like...
How did you do the dolphin race?
It's
inflatable.
Blow up dolphin.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
mate,
that proper red coat.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Let's. I'm gonna add a note to the show notes for us to tag that Mark Jenkins. Is he called?
Yeah, I've got him on Facebook. I'm sure
Me
we
too.
could.
Let's tag him. Mark, if you're watching because we've tagged you the next day, we'd love to have you on the show. We think you'd be an absolutely incredible guest. Come on the show. Mark, for if you just tuned in now and you found the bit where we mentioned your name. What we're doing here is we're called the Virtual Pub. Our idea is that we want to bring people together. We do showcase masterclasses at 4 p.m. every day, which we could definitely get you involved with, either that or in the evening. This bit of the evening is where we kind of delve in. We invite people into the chat, and we just have a natter and try and bring people together. So, Mark, if you're watching this, please come on the show. We'd love to have you on.
Come on down.
100%. That'd be great. He went live on Facebook today, so he is experimenting with this sort of thing. I say experimenting because I think he was sort of saying "wish me luck" before it. But if we can reach out to Mark and get him on, that would be something I'd watch if I wasn't on it for sure.
Here's a risky question, Gav. What's on your laptop screen right now?
Nothing is closed. I was reading before this. I was reading Colin's Fungi Guide.
Oh, cool. What's your favorite mushroom you've discovered in the last 24 hours?
The Animanti phalloides, the death cap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, decent toxicology on that bad boy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Is the death cap is the one that can kind of disguise itself as other stuff as well, right? It's kind of
it looks pretty plain Jane, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty plain Jane. Gav's officially finishing his bottle of wine. Got more, presumably, you and your family, you've got bottles of wine downstairs from 100 years ago.
Yeah, Mum and Dad do have a wine cellar, but they drink it too fast to have it from more than a week ago.
What's are you? Do you have access to the wine cellar, or is it kind of parents?
They're pretty cool. Like normally when I pop round, I'm like, oh hey, I just came to see you guys and grab some wine.
Yeah, nice.
Although, top tip, if you don't be panicked by now when I tell you this. Sainsbury's, they've got a nice 2015 Bordeaux at the moment, which sounds really fancy, but it was fucking £6. So it's definitely dodgy, but looks posh. So
no one sent Gav the policies and procedures guide, did they?
Oh, sorry, mate. I'm a bottle of wine deep. Sorry, bro.
Mate, you do you, man. You do you. It's fine. We'll bleep it out in the edit. Talking of which, Gav, do you want to be our video editor? You can bleep out all your own swear words.
I haven't got the time for that. Good lord.
Nah.
Too busy putting lipstick on monkeys, aren't you?
No, big up everyone that's still locked in. Thanks so much for sticking around. I think we've got Charlie joining us soon. I'm going to just chase him up a little bit because he said he might come on. No, he's not. I've just seen the message. Yeah, big up Jack James, still locked in. He said fugging, man. Yeah, everybody's fugging round here. Everybody fugging round here. Yeah.
Thanks, Jack. Got my back.
Right. No, it's been really, really nice tonight. I've really enjoyed going back to our roots and kind of like just opening it up as a pub again and just kind of like
it's
I said earlier.
man.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's mega important. Ultimately, this is why we set up the channel, was to, well, I mean, it wasn't a channel first and foremost, was it? It was just us lot jumping on a Facebook stream. Gav, you were involved in the early days. It was kind of before this was the virtual pub. This was just a Facebook chat group that we could all jump on in the evenings, talk about how much we were freaking out about this coronavirus situation, get Dr. Gav to calm us down and say it's going to be all right. And yeah, we were. This was just a kind of private thing initially, and we've kind of grown it now. Obviously, we've been a little bit wrapped up in the last few days a bit about kind of getting the acts on, making sure we've got the booking sorted. You've got sound checks to consider. We've got a lot going on, but I think it's important for us at least once a week now to check in with our OGs and kind of have these conversations, because ultimately this is what this platform was built on. The Friday night that we launched, this is what it was. It was everybody jumping on the stream, having a little beer and kind of just having a chat and kind of checking in, making sure everybody was okay. Like Jack just said, literally 8 days ago. Yeah,
feels like a lifetime ago.
It
Can't remember
does.
life before this, can you?
the conversations that we have now on a daily basis, like Gav, when you mentioned earlier about your kind of 3 times a day sort of stand-up meetings and kind of jumping on a video chat.
We have that.
Yeah, we literally we're doing that now, and it's kind of like the meetings that we're having at the moment.
Sure.
Some of the conversations we're having at the moment. Sorry, I'm trying to find somewhere to lean because I'm I'm chilling. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, some of the conversations we're having nowadays, it's real kind of like, it's easy for us now to kind of like drop into like as if this is like something that is kind of taking over our lives. And I think it's important that we do check in, like I say, with this type of chat. This is what this platform was built on. It's what this platform was built for. So bringing people like Kyle in, bringing people like Gav in, I think it's an important thing to do. And like I say, this is why we set this up in the first place. And ultimately, yeah. Oh, here we go. Comment in from Stevie D. I'm going to read it in Stevie D's accent. I pat on the back for you guys for putting it. That's pretty accurate, right? Stevie D, if you want to join in the conversation, we enjoyed having you on the other night. It was really brief. So if you want to jump in for a beer and you want to jump in for a chat, I'm going to post the link again because it'd be good to have Stevie D on.
Good
Go on, Sharpie.
Go on, Sharpie.
What am I doing?
Don't know.
What are you saying? Go on, Sharpie.
Stevie D.
Yeah, let's get Stephen.
I think Steve enjoyed me doing my impression then. Whenever I see Stevie D out and I've had a couple of beers, I immediately just drop into my Scottish accent on the ridiculous assumption that it's going to make it easier for him to understand me. But I think what it actually is just me saying, Steve, look how good I can do a Scottish accent.
I know Steve won't be offended when I say this, but a lot of our socialising has been in pubs and at gigs and watching bands and that sort of thing. And there comes a point of the evening where you've had a few to drink, obviously, and just after maybe 10, 10:30, I just give up trying to listen to what he's saying. Sometimes, just like, yeah, mate, absolutely. It's all just like, oh, slow down, I can't hear it. Yeah, but he's very articulate and lovely. Where is he? Is he coming on?
We've still got Tweed in the background potentially coming in. Tweed, if you're watching.
Tweed.
Yeah, Tweed's just said to me. I mean, he might not forgive me for stitching him up like this, but Tweed's just said to me, "I'd struggle to be natural," which is, I think, why I've been reserved so far. Tweed, it's literally.
Come on.
Just get him to
Tweed.
Get the keyboard.
Get Tweed Delicious straight in there.
Just get him on the keys.
Well, Tweed's got a surprise for you boys.
Boys, I'm going to drop out.
Sweet man.
I need to get a beer.
Fair play.
Kyle, thank you so much for the support so far, man. Honestly, it's OGs like you that keep this platform going. And yeah, thank you so much for getting involved with the chat tonight. Big up for coming on, man. Thank you so much.
No, thank you for keeping us all sane.
Thanks, man. No worries.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, peace.
I'm messaging Tweed. You lot have a natter.
Okay. What was that? What was that thing at the poop deck called? The what
Neptune's platter?
The Neptune's platter. Yeah. Honestly, right. So you got mussels, you got scallops, you got shrimp, you got prawns, you got lobster, crab. I think you got winkles and cockles as well. Maybe wrong on that front. But I mean, it's steaming. It is piled high. It's like gluttonous. It's meant to be for 2 people, but obviously I get it for myself.
How much was it?
I think it was like 30 quid ish, something like that.
That for 30 quid. No wonder you had food poisoning.
Yeah, true. They probably just wait outside the back of Rockfish. So as they go to throw out, go, scrape it up.
Let's hope they're not watching.
As I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the main point. It's not the fact that he was poorly, which could have been a coincidence. It was the fact that regardless, it was that good. He went back for more.
Yeah,
willing to risk it again. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant. Yeah, hats off to them, and definitely worth the money. How much you get?
There you go. Are they still doing deliveries? Can you organise one to be delivered?
You know, it's years ago I went. They may not even be open anymore.
Oh, go on, Sam. What are you saying?
I was just going to say, who's this little guy sat in the background? All right, big man. How's it going?
Happening? Good, mate. I'm just pouring a Guinness.
All right, good lad.
Those things.
That's it.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, man. Nice one.
Good to see you.
I'm on the not vegan. What's it called? Alcohol-free rum and cokes, because we don't condone alcohol drinking here, do we? Now?
Also, yeah.
We're pure PG these days. We don't condone any of that stuff.
Sam, man, what are these new guidelines? Have you got been busting your ass?
What we're not meant to say yet until it comes out is we've got the BBC on the phone at the moment. So we're trying to
Sunday Times.
We're trying to adhere to guidelines. So
Don't tell anyone.
Sorry for coming across like a bunch of wet heads,
but this is just a really big coffee, mate. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
In a Guinness glass.
In a Guinness glass.
That's all you got, isn't it?
Pint of coffee for Stevie D.
Yeah, I've got about 5 Tassimo capsules into that 1 pint glass, mate. That's what it is.
Steve, what's that mad ale that all the Scottish drink? I had it when I was up in where was I recently?
Bucky.
I was in Dunoon recently with Joe Sansom.
Steve Dunoon.
Yeah. What's it called? Not Tetley's. It's something along those lines. But I've only ever seen it in Scotland.
Tennant's.
That's the one. Tennant's. Yeah. What is it? Is it a lager or bitter?
Yeah, it's just your standard beer, mate. It's kind of just like your Carlin you get in England, but Tennant's is the one all the Scottish drink.
Okay, so when you say can I have a pint in Scotland, they're going to give you a Tennant's.
Yeah, you get a Tennant's, mate. That's basically it. Yeah, it's not bad beer. I mean, it's quite weak. It's only 4% or whatever, but it's not bad beer.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I got to say, it was one of the most intimidating bars I've ever been into. So Dunoon, if anyone doesn't know, is a kind of sort of semi-abandoned Scottish town. But they have been to Dunoon. Have you actually?
Yeah, I went to Dunham school. I think I went to a residential school there for like a long week of activities.
It seems like the sort of place that you'd only go there if you were forced to. No, if you had to. No.
Damn.
I don't want to flag it off. It was a great place. I mean, while I was there, it was just full of people with Mohicans and sort of checkered clothes on and mad punk type people, because I was there with what can't I think of the name? Cockney Rejects, sorry. So Joe Sansom playing with Cockney Rejects these days. I did some tacking with him this summer, or last summer, and one of the gigs that we did was up in Dunoon, and we kind of arrived, and it was quite apparent as soon as we arrived that there was no Dunoon residents there at all. It just the whole town had been taken over by loads of mad punks for the weekend. It was a good weekend, to be fair. It was a good crack.
Yeah,
it was
good.
I
mean, you're talking. I mean, I was probably about 12 when I went to dinner, mate. So I haven't been there for years.
It's only just across the river from Glasgow, isn't it? I didn't realise how close it was.
Yeah, it's not far, mate. I think they used to dock submarines and stuff in Dunham years ago.
Well, maybe that's why there's no one there these days, because it's
they're worried about a nuclear explosion or something.
But yeah, there's a few people there that I'd met that their family were living in Dunoon, and they were the story I'm referring to is I met this one lad. I met him in the morning, about 9-10 o'clock in the morning, and he'd clearly been on it all night. He'd not slept at all. And he was trying to get me and Joe Sansom to go over to a mad night out that he was going on in Glasgow. And he thought he was making absolute sense. He was like, "Come on, lads, yeah, good, it's going to be a huge one," giving it all that. And, it was 9 o'clock in the morning. He was steaming. Everybody else had not even had breakfast yet. And I thought, this is Scotland, isn't it? This is the true Scottish experience.
Sounds like fun.
Those takeaway boxes that you guys were having up there, what were they called? Where it's got like onion barges and so like your chips and your onion rings that you'd normally expect, but then there's like onion barges and samosas and God knows. And I think when didn't you take Potsy up there and he had a deep fried pizza?
Deep fried pizza.
Yeah, deep fat fried pizza.
It's called a pizza crunch, mate. Yeah, it's
that makes it sound so much more innocent than it actually is.
I can remember being up there once. I went up to see my cousin in Motherwell, and he's like, "I'll take you to the kebab shop now. I'll get you a calzone." So I was like, "Yeah, sounds good." So he took me in. I watched the guy make it, and they get a pizza bread, like a pizza base, and they stuff it full of kebab meat, and then top it with cheese, fold it in half, dunk it in batter, and then deep fry it.
Damn.
Not your traditional calzone.
That's not in your Snoop Dogg book, is it, Gav?
No,
I'm into that though. I like that.
I did last time I was in Scotland. I was up in Edinburgh, and I did have the deep fried Mars bar and the deep fried Twix. And I mean, it's delicious, obviously, because a Twix is delicious as it is, and a Mars bar is delicious as it is. If you wrap that in batter, it's even more delicious.
Yeah,
but yeah, I can't. Yeah, the next day, man, the next day, I felt like I couldn't get out of bed for about 3 days afterwards. But yeah, no, that Scottish diet is it's interesting. You guys seem you love your calories up there.
Well, I up there they do, mate. I try to stay away from it, don't you? I like cooking, so I try and cook as healthy as possible.
How you been keeping, Steve? You've been all right? It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been good, mate. Yeah,
Junior, all right?
Yeah, he's good. I've been isolating for nearly 2 weeks now. That was just through choice, mate. Just can't be doing me going to work and either getting infected, but the worst thing would be like catching it and then passing it on to somebody that's a bit more vulnerable, you know? Can you imagine?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah,
like,
that's
the feeling. So
we've been doing the same. Yeah, I've been pretty much here for I suppose it is the best part of 2 weeks now. But yeah, it's just seems like the easiest way to avoid getting it and passing it on, doesn't it? Just to stay in. That's
it, mate. I mean, to be honest, we've been all right. We've been keeping ourselves busy. There's plenty of jobs around the house that we never get time to do. So I've been doing that and then just going to the pub every night and drinking.
Happy days, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
you've been an avid supporter as well, which is much appreciated.
Yeah, I've been watching every night, mate. I've been dipping in and out. Friday night I had a Zoom party with a load of mates for Dublin, Liverpool, and London. And
you were saying you've not laughed like that in a long time, you said, or something, didn't you?
Mate, 12 cans of Guinness and a bottle of Buckfast later. I was absolutely smashed.
Mate,
anything's funny at that point.
I want in on that next one. You and a load of blokes from Scotland. I want in. I want to be involved.
There's a load of Scousers. There's a few Scousers that live in London, a load up in Liverpool, and then a couple of Dubliners. But I've got a mate in Dublin who's just hilarious, and he's a graphic designer. So they were just shouting out random things like mix a frog and a shark, and the next thing within seconds, you put a shark onto a frog's head and called it a shrog. So we just, it was just random. It was like it was going on for ages, and it was about 2 o'clock in the morning by the time I hung up, and I got up in the morning and looked to my crate of Guinness. There was like 3 cans left out of 15 pack and an empty bottle of Buckfast on the side.
The bottle of Bocky alone is that's a feat, let alone the cans on top of it.
Yeah, true that. I definitely can't handle the bucket.
So it was like all day Saturday I was waiting to come onto the show to have a little chat with Tom, and I was just dying to go to bed. I was dying on Saturday. So
we had some of those nights where, like Lucas said on the show the other day, you feel like you've had a night out in. Like you wake up the next day and you feel like you've been on a night out, and you realise all you did last night was put your headphones on and go on the internet.
and get lost.
Yeah, it's mad. It's like everything's different in isolation, apart from the hangovers. They still feel the same. It doesn't matter where you're drinking, whether you're out in town or whether you're at home drinking. You wake up the next morning and you think, "Oh God, I've done it again."
I know. Whereas I mean, to be honest, I've been drinking most nights just watching you guys. But Friday was like the proper first big drink, and it was like hit me like a ton of bricks. So they want to have another one this Friday, and then I've got another group of mates that want to have one on Saturday. So I'm going to have to pace myself. Can't do that.
Cheaper though, isn't it?
Yeah, cheaper, but it's just I don't know. It's just brain cells, isn't it?
Jack James has been asking if you've been playing a load of music while you've been locked down.
Mate, I took my acoustic guitars. They've been gathering dust, so I got my Gibson out and I've looked at it. I took it to the Torbay repairman actually. But he said it's fine, but I've took the strings off. I was going to string it, but I think it needs recrowned, so I'm going to do the frets on that. And I'm waiting for the repairman to get back to me about another guitar as well. I'm going to change some pickups on it. So
Nice.
But yeah, I'm doing a lot of work around the house. Once all the work's done, I'm going to start picking the guitar up a bit more.
Nice.
It's just ticking all these little jobs off. You know, I've been working inside and out in the house, so once that's done, I'll have a bit of time to get on the guitar.
Yeah, nice. I think it's definitely a good thing to do. We've been chatting a lot about mental health and that type of thing on this show, and I think that my guitar is literally right there, and obviously I'm a drummer. Guitar's my second instrument, but I find it's right there, and I just leave it in my bedroom. I grab it now and again, and it's one of those moments where I think I don't think about all this pub stuff. I don't think about my business that I'm running. I just sort of play guitar, and I think anything that puts you into that kind of single point of focus where you're just in there in that moment, I think it's good for you to do, man.
Yeah, guitar's great for that, mate. Once you start playing, and you kind of just lose yourself in, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Stuart Legacy Phillips saying, "All right, Stevie Paul." Is that all right, Stevie Paul? It looks like you might be Irish. Is that racist?
I'm kind of used to it, mate. I've been living in Torquay 25 years now, so I get it quite a lot.
Really sorry. Just before you came on, every time I see you out in town when I'm drunk, I said to the boys a minute ago, I drop into a Scottish accent on the stupid assumption that it's going to make it easier for you to understand it. I think actually what's going on in my head is I can do my Scottish accent. Someone Scottish might tell me that.
Someone finally to appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's always
I think there is only one way to say hello to Steve, though. It's the same as he says hello to you, and it's all right, pal. All right, pal.
But don't forget, I'm always half cut when I see yous as well. I normally speak with a really posh accent, you know.
Yeah.
Hello, you gold old chap.
That's your posh accent, is it?
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, but I've had a drink, mate, so I'm still about half cut.
That's what this is all about, especially on a Monday evening like this, when we're just bringing the lads together. We're after hours. There's we've had the act for this evening. Did you watch Matey Boy earlier?
Yeah, I did, mate. I mean, to be honest, I've come across quite a few acts. I thought I knew most of the live acts around the bay, but I've heard quite a few that I haven't heard before, and I've liked them. So
there's been quite a few that we've tried to. So obviously, me and Luca have kind of got a bank of people that we can kind of lean on for that we've played with back in the day, and that was kind of they're like national, like from where we toured and stuff back in the day. Bands we've played with all over the country. Yeah. So I think Luke has been making his way through people that he hasn't spoken to for 10 years. Just like, all right, buddy, I've not spoken to you in 10 years. But you want to come and play on your platform? Yeah,
that's good to have that, mate.
The reception's been really good because obviously nobody's gigging at the moment. So I think if you offer people the opportunity to play in front of 4,000 people, then I think it's cool. I think my concern is at some point we're going to run out of Luca's contacts and we're going to end up with nobody left that we can kind of pull on. So if you start seeing people pop up for a second time on the stream, we're starting to struggle for bookings. Although to be fair, there's quite a few people that we've said, like the guys from Denbury, what were they called, Sharpie?
Kindred.
We want them on. So they came on a weeknight and they were incredible. They went down really well. I think just the fact that there was 3 of them and they're in isolation together because they're obviously siblings. I mean that let alone the fact that they're incredible. So I think getting them on a Friday or Saturday night, not that Friday or Saturday night means anything anymore, basically but I think getting them on a weekend, certainly
giving them an evening slot, definitely. Because people might have been at work at 4 o'clock, I mean, it didn't stop anyone getting behind them, though, did it? They had a hell of a turnout for their show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, mate. It was nice.
Really good. Yeah, it was a shame that because when we first did the sound check with them, they were sat in the garden on a bench outside, and it was a lovely day, and it would have been great, but it was a little bit too windy, so we couldn't hear it. So we pulled them inside.
Microphones,
Yeah, pesky things. But it was great. They were really good. We've had some great acts, haven't we? Emma last night was amazing. Ollie
Tom
Harris
was good the other night as well.
Tom was great. We had Owen from Berlin.
Owen.
Scrabbling around through that. He was great. I liked his little setup with the fairy lights and stuff. It was great.
People are watching and taking notes, aren't they?
Right, if I go into the events and I'm going to go back to the earliest event that we had, I reckon I can induce a feeling of nostalgia in you from one of the early gigs that we had. So Ollie Harris, remember him? Dead Brown.
Golly, yeah.
Remember all those years ago when we had Ollie Harris on? That was a week ago. That was 8 nights ago.
Ollie was great, wasn't he?
It feels like it was a whole lifetime ago, and that was one of the first acts that we had on, and it was 8 days ago. It's mad, isn't it? It feels like the stream's been running for that long now that it feels totally normal now, doesn't it? Like if I wake up in the morning and there's not 100 messages in our landlords group, I start worrying what's going on. It's bonkers. This is our new reality now. It's mad. I can't say I'm not enjoying it. Obviously, this is an incredible experience, and obviously the love and support that we're feeling has been incredible from day one, really. But I think in particular, kind of the messages that we get, people saying things like, "Oh, I've been tuning in every day as my camera stops."
You've been stood still for a very long time, just to pick up what you were saying, like, having like yourself, Steve, like, I'm sure if you thought this was all nonsense, you'd be the first to tell me. Like, you got those mates who are like, saw you on the internet last night. That's a bit mental. What are you playing at? But yeah, I think the sort of what we're trying to do is sort of resonating with a lot of people, and people are getting on board and understanding.
Yeah, it's mate. It's keeping people together, isn't it? I mean, it's about entertainment. You have your chats, and then you have your musicians, and you've got like your master classes and stuff. So it's it's all good. It's good for morale, and it keeps people laughing and chatting together. So
that's it. Yeah, it is. I think it's a really beneficial thing for, like I keep saying, for me personally, it really is to give us something to do, outside work, the weekends and evenings, rather than just sitting there missing everyone.
Yeah,
getting involved with it and thinking, oh God, we've got to get someone on tonight.
Panic.
Lads, I'm Cuss Greg's back.
Don't they want it? No bother.
What's on your laptop screen right now, Gavin?
He's got it turned off.
It's closed, man. It is not. Really? If it was, it would be BBC watching. It would probably be one of the fine programs that are viewed on the BBC.
By BBC, do you mean virtual pub?
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Either or. Actually, I don't know if I should call them out on here. Someone who I want you to suggest that they come on that we know. I think you know them. I'll stick it in the backstage thing.
I'm intrigued now.
It was just like, it's too outrageous to just be like, oh yeah, get them on, and then they'd feel obliged.
All right, message.
We don't mind making people feel obliged. That works in our favour if we want them on.
Do you know Sydney Brown?
I do know that name. Is she from Totnes?
She used to be. I think she's up in Bristol now. But whenever she comes down, I go and see her, and she's absolutely banging.
Yeah, I think I saw her in Totnes, which is what's making me think that she's from Totnes. But yeah, I think I saw her maybe at the Barrel House. Yeah, she's cool. She's yeah, definitely.
Definitely like a Sunday sesh kind of thing.
Comment coming in from Stuart Phillips saying, sorry, you know what I'm like, Stevie. Very hard to type, but love that Emma Pick quality. Yeah, we loved Emma Pick last night. That was one of the. It's difficult because you never want to say that was one of the best ones that we've had, because you don't want to stitch everybody else. But I mean, yeah, she was obviously a very talented lady, and she's she was. We all had the same conversation, didn't we? Look, we've all seen her. We've all kind of been walking through town and sort of heard that voice and stopped and been like, hang on a minute, that's a legit musician. You get a lot of buskers around, a lot of chances.
She's got talent, mate. She's good.
She's seriously good. I think we were honoured to have her on the show, to be honest. She's a real good talent. Big up Meg's watching on YouTube. I think she might be in prison. She's not in prison. She works in prison. But yeah, big up Meg's watching. Thanks for joining us. Big up Butler. Butler's back. Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the whole video tomorrow now just to find out how much we've been slagging you off all night. No, that's absolutely not the case. If anything, we were bigging you up too much earlier, so don't.
Something to do with you putting lipstick on Bamilla. I don't know.
No, that was Gavin.
Oh yeah, that was Gav. Yeah,
controversial day job.
the monkey makeup artist.
Oh no.
If anyone's just joining us and they want to get involved with the chat, I'm going to post the link back in the comments. So yeah, if anyone wants to get involved with the Natter by all means jump on. We know that this part of the show isn't necessarily the bit that everybody tunes in for, but we also know that this is the bit that kind of brings people together.
Steve just offer a wheel it.
I'm actually going to my fridge, mate.
Fair enough. Good. That's all right. I'll come with you for that.
Fair play. Mine's a Guinness.
Running short, mate.
Is Simone not here tonight?
Simone's been in and out. There's a few of the VIPs in and out tonight. Let's check in the VIP group. Cheers, Luca. Nicely said. What did Luca say?
Something clearly.
The internet. Rosie was on earlier. Rosie's at OG. Yeah, it's interesting seeing kind of some of the people that we started off the stream with. They kind of came in from here, there, and everywhere. And it's interesting to see kind of who stuck around and the people that have kind of stuck around since day one. Obviously, Kyle that we had on the show earlier. He's an absolute OG. Been tuned in since day one and pretty much on the show every night. I'm pretty sure I see comments from Kyle every night. There's another comment in from Kyle. This is the best part. Yeah, nice one, Kyle. This is kind of
that's cool.
It's something that we're aware that we need to do kind of at least once a week. I think it's worth doing this style of platform. Just putting the link in the comments if people want to jump on. This is the virtual pub, isn't it? This is more the virtual pub. I think.
Yeah, more of a real pub experience, isn't it? Talking
there's no
mates.
There's no topics, and it's just a catch up and talk crap. Really,
it's easy for us to get wrapped up in the whole kind of like, oh god, we need this booking for this day, and we got to like get this promotion done, and this, that, and the other, and got to speak to the BBC and all that. But I think this is important to us, and this is something that we want to honour, and we want to open it up. Oi, coming in another hat. It's only man like Tyler.
Evening all. How are we all?
How's it going, man?
See you, mate.
Needed. All good, needed. I'm good, guys. You guys? How are you all?
Good, man. Good.
Good, man.
Sorted.
Thanks for jumping in on the chat. It was Stevie D was just starting to run out of material, so you just saved him.
You might have just saved my bacon actually, because I'm going to need to go to bed, boys. I've got work in the morning, so
don't say too soon
as well, brother.
Don't talk too soon. But yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. Seeing you two, Butler, you look like you're about to say something terrible. What's the matter?
No, it's just everyone's going as soon as I jump on.
No, sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Definitely not that.
No, I'm just pleased there's someone else to keep an eye on Sam. That's great. Appreciate it.
Hi. Trying my hardest for this platform.
If you guys are going to bed, then that's all good.
You do.
No, it's only me. You boys are here all night.
And Gav.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it'll just allow your star to shine brighter. Butler, stealing the glory.
No.
But yeah,
burning out.
Good night, everyone. Good night, Steve. Good night,
Gav. Take it easy, Sharpie.
Good night, Butler.
Good
night, Kyle.
I'll speak to you in the morning.
Tomorrow.
Night, everyone. Bye.
Speak to you tomorrow.
Cheers, Gav. Nice one for joining us, man. Thank you so much. I'll chat to you properly offline.
Where's Kyle? Get Kyle back on.
Now that we got rid of the deadwood, let's start a real conversation. Oh, look, we've just gone to try stream. Look at us.
Big screen.
Butler, how's your day been?
It's all right, actually, but just had a bit of a moment earlier, so.
Yeah? As long as you're all right.
I'm all good. Yeah. All good.
Oh, Kyle's back. Let's bring Kyle in. He's just about to connect. Yeah, big up Kyle. Nice one for joining us, man.
Yes, mate.
How's it going, Kyle?
Yeah, good. I've topped myself up with non-alcoholic cider.
Apple juice. It's called apple juice.
Yeah,
that's the one.
No, respect to you lot for doing the pretend brand. I'm on a non-alcoholic rum and coke. My third of the evening, actually.
What's that like?
Hold it without the.
It tastes pretty much like normal rum and coke. It tastes just like the Kraken, only it's the BBC version.
I'm on liquid Weetabix.
Good choice.
That non-alcoholic Moretti, it tastes basically just like normal Moretti, doesn't it? So yeah, good choice you got.
I'll put it in a glass.
It's all right. We're a virtual pub. Look, at the end of the day, we're a pub. Yeah, there's only so much we can. Oh yeah, Mandy's just saying so Mandy, who's Lucas' mum, just said night night, and then just said, "I thought you were all going." Now looks like she's sticking around for a minute. So at least we've got Mandy to keep entertained for the evening. Mandy's locked in. I think
Mandy should come on.
Yeah, Mandy, we need you on the show. Yeah, it'd be great to have you on. Yeah, she's I think I was talking to Luca earlier, and he said, "Yeah, my mum loves it, man. She loves the show. She puts on her iPad and puts on her headphones and gets 5 minutes away from Vancer Hunt, who's if any of you guys have met Luca's dad, he's a funny character, man. He's very loud and very interesting guy. But yeah, Mandy, if you fancy getting involved with a natter, by all means follow this link, and we'd love to have you on for a natter. I mean, yeah, Lucas gone to bed, I think. But if you want to jump on, have a little beer with us, why not? This is the virtual pub. This is what we're here for. Kyle,
so what have I missed tonight?
You've missed Damon from Acoda, which was a blast from the past for me and Luca. So Acoda is a band that Luca and I used to play with back in the day. They also played the 27 Club when we were open back in the day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so he kind of did an acoustic version of loads of the Acoda tunes. I'm telling Butler something that he's now gone. Well, we've got a strong beard game going on between the three of us, though. Kyle's
keeps getting brought up, the beard game, doesn't it?
There's definitely a strong kind of mustache and beard conversation happening on the stream. I think it's yeah, Butler's is all gone. Yeah, but you're one of those guys that can grow it back within a week.
I shaved it off yesterday and it's coming back already. I regretted it straight away.
Mate, I remember when you were rocking a big beard for a long time, and then you shaved it off, and you tagged me in the picture of you shaving it off. And then about a week later, you had a bigger beard than I did again.
Yeah, Jordan Hopper was shaving it off, wasn't he?
Yeah, I remember noting at the time that you've obviously got a lot of testosterone running through your body because your beard hair grows very quickly.
But my head hair does not.
I feel you. This is why I'm wearing a hat every night on the stream. I've got to be careful.
Told you. We wear hats because we're receding, and we recede because we wear hats.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's one of those endless cycles, isn't it?
Is that what happens? Is it?
Oh.
I must have been born with a hat on.
I'm digging Stevie's hat.
You got another one similar.
Yeah, Stevie's got a strong hat.
Good choice, mate.
Butler, are you still in the hotel?
Yeah.
Mental. What are we allowed to go into while you're in a hotel, or is that not something you want to have a natter about?
Nah.
That's all right. Let's not talk about it. That's fine. We've got Kyle inside. We can jump over to Kyle. Kyle, you had some strong lights going on in the background a minute ago. Was there some LEDs going on?
Smart.
Strong lighting.
Digging that vibe.
What's is that something you set up yourself, those lights?
No, they're just in like the alcove for the bedroom and I think.
You got control over them?
They're on a dimmer.
Have you got a stripper pole?
Nah.
I reckon install the stripper pole, turn all the other lights off, go with the LEDs.
And then we know where we're having the real party when we all come out of this.
Yeah, definitely. Big up Stuart, still locked in on the stream. Thank you very much for sticking with us. This is the bit where we just kind of we let loose and we just see what happens. There's no real plan for this part of the night. We're just all here. We're having a little non-alcoholic rum together, and this is this is the bit where we become the virtual pub again. This is
that is a party, Kyle.
Yeah, I like it. That's a strong. I mean, yeah.
About it.
Just yeah.
That's a serious lighting setup you got going on there. It's definitely
gay bat cave.
Getting back. Big up to everyone still locked in. If you're still locked in, drop us a little comment below. If you've got any questions for Stevie D in particular, comment below. Nice one for everyone still locked in. I think I'm one of the people still locked. I think I've got another tab open that's me locked into the feed. So I'm gonna drop myself out of it, and we'll see who's still locked in. We'll see who the Jeremy Blunt. Jez is watching, so he's bailed out of the stream because he said he wanted to go to bed, and he's still locked in.
Yeah.
Butler, what non-alcoholic drink are you drinking tonight?
Urine, by the looks of it. That's what lockdown does to you. I'm going full Bear Grylls.
That's a healthy looking urine.
It's really not. It's close to looking like Iron Brew.
I think I've lost. I've lost all support from all the lads tonight. I don't think any of them. Charlie's bailed out. He's having he's doing something at home. Luca is Luca pretty much. I think I heard a baby crying in the background when Luca was on earlier. So I think that's why.
I hope it's his.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his. And obviously Sharpie's just signed off then. Josh wasn't on tonight. Josh is still working. So Josh is a solid fuel heating engineer. So he does like fireplaces and all that sort of stuff. But he's working on a site at the moment where it's all like holiday homes and stuff. So there's nobody living in these places, but yet they all need fireplaces installing. So he's still working at the moment. But yeah,
probably getting it ready for the season though, isn't it?
Well, I saw a thing on the news the other day on the Southwest news about people that own holiday homes in the Southwest, and they're all from kind of like London and kind of nice areas and everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are planning on it. They're basically saying, look, if we're going to isolate, we want to isolate in our holiday home, which is down in the Southwest. And there was the head of I think it was the Devon police or whatever it is, Devon and Cornwall, whatever it was. He was on the news saying, like, no, like seriously, like don't just come down here just because we're in isolation. This isn't like a summer holiday. This is isolation. Like, stay at home. It's not like have an 8-week holiday for free. It's like, yeah, we're locked down. Like, stay at home.
I seen a thing. I seen somebody put a post out from over Kingsbridge way, and apparently the amount of people over there that have got holiday homes from London and stuff. Just before, I think it might have just been just after the lockdown was kind of announced. There was massive, like, they were swarming onto parks and by the beach and that, and they were like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, "Well, we're at a holiday home." And it's like, "Yeah, but you don't come here for a holiday at this point in time, you know."
Yeah.
Yeah. We're suffering down here too. It's not holiday down here.
No, exactly.
Yeah. It's interesting living in a holiday destination, isn't it? Like, we get a lot of people come down here in the summer. And it's kind of, I guess our population pretty much doubles, doesn't it, lads, in the summer? It's like we notice that in the winter there's nobody here. I would say probably even more than that, to be fair. We in the winter, it feels like it's the bleakest town on the planet and there's nobody around whatsoever. And then in the summer, you can be forgiven for thinking you're living kind of in one of the UK's hotspots. Like, a lot of people come down. Obviously, historically, we've had young farmers as a big thing for the area. But I think it's interesting seeing people going, oh, well, if I'm going to self-isolate or kind of isolate with my family, then I'm going to do it in my second home, which happens to be in Torbay.
Yeah.
I've noticed, though, working in like hospitality, the seasons get shorter and shorter every year. It goes from like being a couple of months to now it's like a couple of weeks, and then the season's over. Like,
oh, really?
Like, it's dropped massively over the years.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess we're like Torbay. So for anybody that's watching that's not from Torbay, we're the four guys that are on your screen at the moment. We're all Torbay boys, and Torbay is Torquay, Paignton, and Brixham, which is in South Devon, which is down in the southwest of England. And we're a very seasonal town. And what we notice is, in the summer we have a huge influx of people coming down to us, and in the winter we don't have anybody coming down to us. They even take away our big wheel.
It's never coming back, is it? It's not coming back.
Oh, really?
No, it got sold to Abu Dhabi or somewhere.
That's
they actually got. I read it on Devon Live, like when it went last year. Apparently, it's not coming back. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it was sold to Abu Dhabi.
I didn't know that. That's another one bites the dust. Big up Auntie Debs for watching. Big up Mandy and Auntie Debs for watching. Nice one. Stay tuned in.
I'm wondering what's going to be the next attraction then, because you had the balloon, didn't you? Remember the balloon on the seafront?
Mate, the balloon.
Then you had the big wheel. So what's next?
Bungee
interesting to see. The model village is going to end up in bloody Mexico or something.
At a time like this, don't joke about stuff like that. Right?
Yeah.
I'll be distraught.
Yeah, that'll be the end of Torquay. If the model village and Bygones goes,
I was going to say Bygones. If that goes as well, that's it. I'm out of here.
Yeah. It's they're two of our heritage kind of like. Oh, Luca's locked on. Watch him, but not part of the stream. So, three of our top viewers at the moment is Luca, his mum, and his auntie. So, sticking around. This is the pub part of the conversation. This is where we just we all jump on. We have a non-alcoholic beers, our non-alcoholic rums. Even Stevie D's managed to find some non-alcoholic Guinness, which is impressive.
It's coffee.
Just chewing an iron.
Peanut.
It's just our coffee. Yeah, big up, Mandy. Thanks for sticking around. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I might have a shot of water or something. See if I can find these shots.
I've just finished my non-alcoholic rum, and I'm contemplating leaving you three in charge of the stream, which I've been working so hard on for 9 days now. I'm thinking, I love you three and I trust you three, and I'm only going to be gone for 2 minutes, but a lot of damage can be done in 2 minutes. But
it'll descend into anarchy.
Yeah. I reckon I can trust you guys for 2 minutes if I just nip downstairs and grab another non-alcoholic rum.
I'm going to have a shot of tea.
Butler can talk to us about Bert Miller.
Bert Miller?
No, Miller.
I thought you said Bert Miller. I talked about both.
Butler, we were talking today about competitions that we can run, right? Because we got. Here's an exclusive. We got some merch coming. So
shot of tea.
One of the competitions that we're thinking about running is giving away some of the merch that we've got coming. So we're gonna start repping our own merch on the show, and we're thinking about giving away some merch as prizes. And one of the questions that one of the lads come up with to sort of entice people to go back through the videos is, what was Butler's gorilla friend called? All the regulars.
Can I enter?
Absolutely.
I'll get it wrong.
If we get multiple people with the right answer, we'll have to pull the names out of the hat. So, but you're welcome to answer. Definitely So, to be fair, we're going to send you a T-shirt regardless. Absolutely, because ultimately, we know you're going to rep it hard, and you deserve one anyway, even just for the involvement that you've had so far.
If they come in crop tops as well, that'd be great.
Mate, we'll send you 2. You can cut one off. You can keep one at normal size. We'll send you a 2XL so that you can wrap it proper baggy, and then we'll send you an XS, an extra small, so that you can crop it for when we have the fitness classes on. You can
for my Zumba and my yoga.
Yeah. Have you got any non-alcoholic pint glasses? As far as the merch goes.
Well, we've been thinking about. Yeah, so when we were speaking to the merch guys, so basically what happened was I sent an email to one of the merch guys today who we've used in the past for various band projects and that type of thing, saying, can we get a quote on some T-shirts, some hoodies, that type of thing for, excuse me, that's the non-alcoholic I sent the email off today and I said, look, can we get a price for some merch for hoodies, T-shirts for this virtual pub project we're doing? And they've got the email back saying, "Oh mate, I've been tuned in the last couple of nights. Like, love what you're doing. This thing, and the other." And I said, "Oh mate, well if you as our kind of printing guys, if there's any ideas that you if there's any ideas that you think we could be kind of printing on, that type of thing, if there's any merch that you think we could be doing that we're maybe not considering just by going down the T-shirt and hoodies route, And he sent me back a huge list of things we could have. And on there was, pint glasses, mugs, key rings, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it all. You get baby grows and stuff as well now, can you? Like kids' clothes.
You can literally have everything. You can literally, it's pretty much at the point where it's, and obviously you see those things and you go, oh, well, yeah, I do want a virtual pub key ring and I do want a virtual pub pint glass.
Has Johnny had the tattoo yet?
That's a good point, Johnny.
Mate, I'll 100% get it done.
Every project I've ever been involved with, Johnny Finnis has tattooed on his body. So I think, it's only time before Johnny.
I'll go with him and get it done.
I'll get it done. I'll definitely get it done. That'd be great.
Maybe I can cover up my ex-wife's name.
Where do we have it? Because
no, I just got that. I've got my ex-wife's name in a place that I really need to get covered up, but I don't think I'm ever going to get it covered.
Well, yeah, it'd be an honour to have the virtual pub logo across your penis, Butler.
It's not on my penis. It's on my testicle. It's on my testicle.
I think I'll be up for a virtual pub tattoo.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
I get that. I reckon.
Megs is saying that we've inspired her to find some non-alcoholic gin, which is great.
Shot of tea.
I've just been reminded by Jeremy that that's Sharpie. That I've got an appointment at 11:30. We're doing a radio interview at 11:30 tonight, so that's Charlie and I. We got contacted earlier by another national media outlet, and Charlie and I have got to go on a Skype call at 11:30 to go and have a natter with a national radio entity. So
what's it sound like?
I better. It sounds like. No, I can't. We've got to be careful because a lot of these places they want them to be the exclusive. So if you stitch them up, they get a little bit annoyed. So
it sounds like MTV.
We definitely shouldn't have mentioned the. I can't even say it again. I can't think of a way to convert it. The one that we've mentioned tonight, we definitely shouldn't have mentioned. I think if I'd had a couple less non-alcoholic rums, I might not have mentioned it. But...
Did I miss Sharpie's jingle tonight?
No, it still hasn't been played out. But it's coming, definitely. Johnny
Sharpie's get a jingle.
Yeah, Sharpie's got a jingle. It's based around the concept of him being called Brick Sharp because of his
fix up Brick Sharp.
Yeah, fix.
I got a brick wall and an eggplant.
It's based around the Brick Sharp concept. Big up Johnny for all the work that he's been doing with all the mad jingles that he's been supplying. Right. I'm getting a couple of messages in. A couple of the lads saying we need to get prepped for this interview, so I think we might have to call it a night there, lads. But thank you so much for joining us.
No worries.
Yeah. Thanks for having us, mate.
Big up, obviously, Gavin for sticking around earlier and having a natter with us. Like I say, I think this is important for us to do on a kind of weekly basis, or if not a couple of times a week. I think it's this is what this platform was built on, bringing you guys into the chat, having a natter with you lot. I think it's a really important thing to do, as much as we get swept up in the music now and again and kind of bringing people on and kind of sorting all the bookings out, doing all the sound checks, all of that sort of stuff. It's really, really good to catch up with you guys and just...
Yeah, I'll be watching every night, mate, and when I can, I'll pop in and have a pint of non-alcoholic stuff with you again.
Yeah, nice one, fellas. Yeah, it's good to catch up with you guys, and like I say, let's keep this up as a regular thing, because I think it's important to do, and it keeps us kind of grounded whilst we're talking to the CCB and the TIV. So nice one, fellas. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Fair play, mate. Keep up with it. Yeah,
nice one, fellas. All right, cool. I'm going to cut the stream there, fellas, but enjoy your non-alcoholic drinks for the rest of the evening. Let's catch up on the private chat, and nice one, fellas. We'll catch you soon.
Cheers, mate.
In a bit, mate.